But do you know who would also take their cousin to a love hotel? Fuck! I didn't press play. Do you know who also would take their cousin to a love hotel? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Fucking Maitetsu. That's who. That's Reina. She doesn't have any. She doesn't have any cousins. She has sisters, but that's all. That's because they're all of that. All of the. All of her sisters are just her. But either way, last time we played, we finished Reina's route, and it was pretty cute. Alright. It didn't really change much in my ranking system. Alright, Hachiroku's still first, followed by Hibiki, Paulette, Makoto, Kisaki, Reina, Nagi, Fukami, and then Urukami is honorable mention. Right? You know how it is. And considering that we're finishing this game with the grand route, I don't think my rankings are gonna change. So that's which means that those placements are final. But who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised. But considering that there's no CGs, the only thing I'm worried about is what I'm going to show as my thumbnail. But stop talking about Urukami like they're a fucking guy. She isn't. Even if you look at the fucking VNDB, if you look at the spoilers, you can see that it's a girl. Stop calling Urukami a he. That's offensive. But either way, enough rambling. And let's get into it, shall we? Let's don the appropriate attire. Who cares? I cares, alright? And let's get into it, shall we? That's the wrong thing. Start story, grand route. What are they gonna do?
兄さん、機関女子って兄さんがいつも練習している。
This is the thing. Alright, they've gone through all of the routes of the characters. What the fuck is this grand route supposed to be? Alright, where is it starting from? That's the other question.
ああ、登壇だな。そう。あれをメインに機関車の走行を助ける仕事だ。
Because, I mean, the minimum... Scroll up. I mean... The minimum it could be...
すればどうでしょう。あれは私にもできますか?
Would be after the common route, right? Like, after chapter 15, that's the minimum cutoff point for the grand route, right? Or maybe it's like with Reina, where it essentially just branches off from her route, or something like that. But I mean, considering that I mean, I'm not going to complain that we're starting off in a hot springs, but before all the routes, I would assume. Exactly.
できるな。
That question warranted zero hesitation on my end. Hibiki's well versed in academics and sports, but more importantly, she always puts in the effort. How could I have missed this? Hibiki's also small in stature.
なら、私、練習してみて、できそうだったら、兄さんの機関女子になります。
Like I said, Sotetsu's the type of guy to take his cousin to a love hotel. And, I mean, Hibiki's not his cousin, but not close enough.
そうか。それは助かる。
Though that'd be for 8620 instead of me. But there's no point in mentioning that now. What's most important is that this will be another step toward the safe business operation of 8620.
ただ、条件付けとか、そういうのじゃ全然ないんだけど。
なんだ。希望があるなら遠慮したりせず言ってくれ。
手段と目的が少し混ざっちゃってるみたいに、今の兄さん見えるかもって。
I mean, I'm thinking this will be 3 chapters as well, considering that the other side character routes were all 3 chapters. Now that she mentions it, I might have that tendency. The revival of the railway is a means of promoting tourism, while also driving away the aircraft factory. However,
もっとお人屋のことをよく知った方がいいと思うの。兄さんがお人屋を本当に復興させたいなら。
具体的にはどうすればいい？
酒造のことも、私の看板書きや何かも、お人屋の人と密着するお仕事でしょ。だから。
家事やお前の手伝いにもう少し目を向ければ、よりバランスが取れるかもしれぬというわけか。
Hibiki gives a relieved smile. She had wanted to say this, but couldn't. I realized now that Hibiki's finally her usual self. Oh shit.
私もそれだったら希望っていうか、意見っていうか。
言ってみてくれ。
Success of the test runs made everyone excited. I don't hold my alcohol well, but I know what being drunk feels like. This is the time when I hear opinions without interrupting. So right now, I'm just going to focus on listening.
基本線は響ちゃんと同じなんですけど、アプローチ別のやり方の方がもっといいかなって。
Do you know of any ways to make at least $50 or so a day online? If I did, I would be doing it, but I don't.
別のやり方？
例えばですけど、相鉄くんに制作秘書に入ってもらって、姿勢のレベルで観光振興に力を注いでほしいなって。
Streaming? I wish I could make $50 a day off streaming, but I don't have enough viewers yet. I mean, it'd be more monthly, but regardless. Hibiki suggested a bottom-up method, while Paulette wants to go top-down. They have the same goal of tourism promotion and the revival of Ohitio, but their methods are dramatically opposite. Diametrically opposite.
今回の試験走行までで、お人よのキーマンが何人も、相鉄くんを信頼してくれたと思いますし、その人脈も。
Fiverr? I mean, if you're talented enough, I guess.
姿勢という長いテコを使えば、作用も大きい。ポーレットの言うこともまた、理解はできるな。
理解はですか？
響の意見も同様に理解できるからな。
にーにー。
Don't look at him like that. A calm voice from Hibiki. I hear a watery splash coinciding with it. There she is.
確かに、お二方のご意見はともに、一理も二理もあるものですね。
Who's waiting for her to show up?
86。
I was like, this feels like it's replicating the like lost scene of the common route, right? Of the 3 main girls in the hot springs. Seems like that she and Reina finally finished washing up. Hatsudoku has an air of accomplishment on her face. She quietly enters the bath and sits on my lap.
けれど、地道なご縁作りは響の。姿勢はそれこそ、ポーレット様の得意分野かと存じます。
確かにな。
To build upon a grassroots foundation, and to use government policy as the tool. Those are the methods both Hibiki and Paulette have nurtured their entire lives. Neither of them are things I can easily dive into, though.
餅は餅や、 記者は記者やです、相鉄様。相鉄様の機関士としての適性は、明快に示されています。
Hachiroku's words aren't a request. She's simply laying out the facts she believes in.
相鉄様でしたら、ほんの半年もあれば、清見機関士同様、機関助士なしでの機関車運用をこなせるようになります。
Hachiroku makes her declaration before looking to me, then to Hibiki and Paulette in that order.
故に、相鉄様は今のレールを邁進くださればいいのです。相鉄様が道を開けば、必ず皆がその正しさに続きます。
極端な意見ではあるが、しかし、理もある。
Hachiroku is talking about putting all my focus into one thing and becoming the flagship that everyone can see. If that flag shows the right path, those who see it will surely follow suit. Hibiki, Paulette, Hachiroku. Even if I don't take their opinions verbatim, they're useful as a reference for future goals. However, the means and the end which Hibiki mentioned, that phrase will not leave my ears. If I look at things on a higher level, am I putting the means over the end? 5 people on Fiverr make character AI bots. Excuse me? To make the aircraft factory withdraw and secure the water resource. Is it really okay to set that as the goal? No. Even that is just one of the means. It's one of the means to revive Ohituyo. Is that even allowed? Character AI is safe for work bots, so it's okay. In order to truly revive Ohituyo, we need a more proper goal. Regional cooperation, government assistance, flagship. Even after using all that, it's still not enough. I have to wonder why Hosho Mototada and Hosho Kisaki want to bring in the aircraft factory. What does the factory bring with our regional promotion that our regional promotion does not? Unless I figure that out, I can't make any conclusions. Flash. Everyone's here. except the 2 people I want to see in the fucking towels, which is Makuda and Kisaki. God damn it. 18 plus artwork is in there. I mean, I'm sure it is.
相鉄様?
I wash my face by splashing the water from my hands. I mean, okay, here's the thing. NSFW work, and there's NSFW artists on Fiverr, but I don't think they can market the NSFW artwork, right? Unlike Skeb, which is mainly NSFW artists. Let me wait. I wash my face by splashing the water from my hands. Let me reconsider everything once more. Because 8620 can run again, that's all the more reason to. Skeb. Skeb is what is essentially Fiverr, but from Japan, and exclusively artists.
時間が欲しい。丸1日で構わない。できれば明後日。この全員で会議を持てるだろうか。
God damn it, I did it again, didn't I? No, I didn't.
夕方の乗務が終わった。そうですね。18時からでどうでしょう。レイナ、ポーレットと一緒に参加しますよ。私も当然ながら、相鉄様にご一緒します。
When I think Grand Route, I'm thinking of Sotetsu dating all of them. But unfortunately, I don't think that's the case.
面白そうばい、参加するばい。お邪魔じゃないなら参加したいです。
響はどうだ？
Hibiki seems surprised when I ask her.
別に、普通に参加するつもりだけど。
ならばよかった。でだ、できればで構わんのだが、妃たちも誘ってみてはくれんか。
Is AI art allowed? Probably not.
妃先輩っていうか、タッチって。
ああ、妃に声をかけるとき、元忠と浦上さんにも会議参加を願えないかを妃から聞いてもらえないかと。
ああ。
Her mouth's wide open. Hibiki then closes her lips and nods, a determined look in her eyes.
ありがとう。
I'll speak with Makoto, old man Munakasa, Reverend Kai, and if possible, the owner of Tororu Hot Springs.
よし。
Flash. Before you charge full speed ahead, steam ahead. Full steam ahead. I thought it was full speed ahead. I don't know. I want to look for other possibilities first. I'm hoping to find and rebuild a rebuilding plan that can bring all of Ohito together. I mean, there's also the other possibility of Grand Route being all of the solutions in the other routes combined into one.
僕は先に上がらせてもらう。皆はゆっくり、今日の疲れを流していってくれ。
And I mean, we kind of saw that with the cooperation of the Rapids, Fukami's business, Fukami and Nagi's business, I guess, with in Paulette's route. The mine treasure plan. I'll need to prepare. Fortunately, I have a mountain of data. The history of Ohitio, what I've seen and learned. On top of that, something new can be added. I hear tapping noises on the keyboard. Hibiki is writing memos by hand on her own tablet.
ごめんね、ニーニー。妃先輩とかポレットさんなら、要点まとめてもっといい資料にできると思うんだけど。
何よ、バカな。
The edges of Hibiki's eyes are red. The same goes for Makoto. Hatsuroku's the only one that doesn't show any signs of lessened sleep hours. And also because her eyes are already red, you can't really see you can't tell the difference between the two characters that have I pointed it out last Maitetsu stream, but like Sotetsu always points out Paulette's blue eyes, but fucking Hibiki and Makoto also have blue eyes.
僕の思いつきを形にするため力を貸してくれたのは、響で、枕ねえで、86だ。他の誰でもないさ。
Just because Hibiki and Makoto have greenish blue doesn't mean they're not blue. Alright?
ニーニー。
まして響は、登園から戻るなりで、そのまま手伝ってくれたのだし。
そんな、ニーニーもネーネーも86も、みんなで奥の間にこもっとったら気になるけん。レールショップから戻るなりでございましたよ。宗哲様は、物もおっしゃらずにおこもりになられて。
Hatsuroku giggles a little, while Makoto gives a motherly smile.
家族やけんね。一番近くにいるもんやけん。いざっていう時くらいは力になってあげんと。
Okay, hear me out. I talked about, right, Makoto and Hibiki threesome, but what about Makoto, Hibiki, Hachiroku foursome?
いつも力になってもらっているさ。
そう？あんまそうちゃんに頼られたような記憶ないけど。
What do you mean, I think it's a good idea. Listen, Hibiki and Hachiroku are two lollies, all right, and then Makoto balances it out, all right.
頼らずともさ、普段の暮らしの中でそれこそ いくらでも。
あらま。
Still, I understand how powerful it is to receive the help of Makoto. Naturally, it's not just Makoto. The experience that Hibiki and I accumulated until today.
86。
はい、相鉄様。
She always responds when I call, and in kind at that, and that's why she's at the top of the list. I don't know what to tell you.
86の鉄道知識がなければ、とても今回の案はまとまらなかった。本当にありがとう。
何をおっしゃいますか、相鉄様。レールロードがオーナーのためお役に立つのは当然のことです。それに。
Instead of continuing with words, Hachiroku smiles.
訓練でのご様子を見るに、あと数回も乗務を重ねれば、見習いが取れるものかとも確信いたしておりますし。
つまり、正機関士になれるのか。
はい。そうなれば、私のマスターですから、すべてをかけてお仕えするのは当然のことでございます。
であるとしても、感謝は変わらん。そこまでしてもらえるというのは、素直にありがたい。
どういたしまして。
Extreme zoom in.
できた。
おお。
I received the printouts and see all the contents listed up.
とても見やすいな。さすがは響きだ。
うん。議論の叩き台場するには、こんくらいがちょうどよかろうもんよ。
イラストは、あえてお入れにならなかったのでございましょうか。
うん。中途半端なイメージだと、かえって議論の邪魔しちゃうかと思ったし。
I see a strong will of determination in Hibiki's eyes.
書くんだったら、みんなの意見が、みんなの夢が、一つにまとまったその姿を、きちんと書きたい。
ああ、描いてもらえることを楽しみにしているぞ。そのためにも、今日の会議を実りあるものにせねばな。
I look at the clock to see it's 20 after 5. Bro, just say 5:20, alright? It is just easier, alright? Not fucking 20 after 5, fucking 40 to 6. Fuck off. 5:20. It's not that hard. It's still a bit too early.
枕様のおっしゃる通り、3時間の仮眠をとってちょうどの時間でございましたね。
It's like to say people that are like, it's 1:45 or it's 1:15. Just, bro, just say it's something 15 or something 45. The only one I'm okay with is half past. All right, because everyone knows half of a clock. That half of 60 is 30, unless you can't count.
3時間寝れたね。いいちゃん、これほど仕事できるって知らんかったけん。
ギリギリだったら焦っちゃうから、3時間寝たのがちょうどよかったんよ。
だな。おかげですっきり会議に臨める。
Once the meeting's over, we can get all the sleep all the sleep we want. But right now,
ならば、ギリギリで焦らぬように、少し早いが、レールショップに向かうとするか。
oh shit. Everyone is actually here except fucking Paul and Raina. It's a full house at the rail shop. The usual members are all here, as are some familiar ones. But the princesses of this tiny railway castle still aren't here yet. I was gonna be like, I was gonna say, like, where the fuck are you gonna put them? And they just get their own portraits. They don't even get their full sprite on the screen. They're covering up Makuta. God damn it, Paulette. At least be on the right side, under, like, Hibiki's arm.
セーフ間に合ってる
Alright, this is a good way to... okay, this is okay now. And now they're all gone. But they may have had some troubles. They both jump in, though still in their uniforms. Paulette wipes the sweat off her forehead with her sleeve. She takes out her gold watch, gold pocket watch to check the time.
あら
ん
随分と見事なお品だね。本物のアンティークかい？
Has she never checked the time in front of all of you? What do you... Paulette frantically puts away the watch at Kisaki's voice and seems to talk quicker than usual. Is it just a perspective angle, or is Kisaki significantly taller than Paulette? Like, not only is Kisaki Japanese, she's also a high schooler. Meanwhile, Paulette is French and an adult. I mean, look, I guess it's her fucking Japanese genes that made her stop growing after like 5'2".
アンティークっていうかおばあちゃんの形見です。昔お仕事で褒められて偉い人からいただいたって。
へえ、それはすごい。社長賞やそこらで出せる品にはとても見えなかったが。
私もそんなに詳しくは聞いてないんです。
ふん。
Hatsuroku clears her throat to get attention.
ああ、失礼したね。せっかく急いで来てくれたのに無駄話を。
あ、いえ。
Kisaki faces everyone here and bows. Hatsuroku then stands tall.
相鉄様、よろしいようですよ。
Now everyone's here, except for like NPCs that don't really... NPCs, they're all NPCs, except for like characters that don't really matter to the main plot of the story. Like the ghost guy, or like Fukami's mom, or like people that have like had like one scene. What am I talking about?
そうか。ならば。
There's something going on here, but what we must do doesn't change.
本日は突然の呼びかけにもかかわらず、これほど多数のご参席を賜り、
手短に行こう。一体どんな話を聞かせようというのかね。
I mean, to be fair, Mototada is very fucking tall. For a Japanese person, especially. Being shaken by a loud voice, I correct my posture as a reflex. Osha Mototada, I must make this magnate on our side. Get this magnate on our side, or all of Ohito organization will be a pipe dream.
お聞きいただきたいのは根本的なお人よの復興案です。果たすためにはお人よ全体の力が必要と考えてます。
エアクラ工場誘致より優れた案ならもちろん聞くよ。
Urakami, an employee of Aircraft Company, nods to Kisaki's words. In that case, it is a possibility.
浦上さんはおっしゃってましたね。お人よより優れた候補地があればそこに工場を建設すると。
その方向で全力を尽くすというだけの話ですが、私に決定権はありませんので。
日の本国内での生産、直売におけるエアクラ社の弱さは、生産拠点の少なさと輸送網の弱さとが原因ですか？
皮肉なことにその通りです。大廃線は鉄道網と同時に我が社の新車輸送体制にも壊滅的な打撃を与えた。
どぎゃんしてそげんここつに
Urakami's polite demeanor doesn't change even toward Nagi's simple question.
1メートルでも自走させれば、もう新車とは見られない。日の本人の潔癖症を本社は理解できてなかったか。
Yeah, that's something that was brought up in Kisaki's route, huh? For a brief moment, Urakami's mouth twists in a painful way. I mean, it is fair, right? Because if you think about it, it's a very personal topic to discuss of what up to a certain amount of kilometers on the odometer, right? Odometer. How many on there? How many kilometers on there? Would have to be on there for it to be considered not new, right? For a brief moment, Urakami's mouth twists in a painful way.
理解しても政治の力に押し切られた。エアクラ普及と国内メーカーの保護とを共に容易に果たすため。
I see. So that's one way to see things. I didn't realize that until Makota's lecture. I'll definitely need his help. When my understanding deepens, I naturally speak louder.
大敗戦。それに対する一切の救済がなされなかったことは、お人よりも災いしています。
God damn it. After fucking Kisaki's route, he's gone back to saying Urakami's a he.
それは宿泊観光客数などの数字を見れば一目瞭然ですよね。
Paula goes through the data Hibiki put together and points at the corresponding page.
ターミナル駅としての繁栄度、乗降客数と発着本数がそのまま市の財政状況の良し悪しと連動してます。
術船炭鉱が最盛期だった頃にも同様です。貨物収入もお人よを確かに下支えしていました。
昔話をするなら私が最適任者だろうさ、相鉄くん。いや。
Mr. Montatada looks a little sorry as his eyes glance over at Reverend Akai, Old Man Minokasa, and the Todoru Hot Spring owner. Yes, Reverend Akai, Minokasa, and Todoru Hot Spring owner. Why the fuck does she not have a name? Bro, it could be like Shrine Guy and fucking Blacksmith and then Todoru Hot Spring owner, but you got two people with a name and then she never gets a name. She is just Miss Todoru Hot Spring owner. When the three of them nod in response, Mr. Motatada's voice grows louder again.
それは単なる昔話だ。8620という蒸気機関車1両が復活したとして、鉄道網が復活をするわけでない。
そう決めつけるのは早計です。
おお。
コンチーズバー、こちらの地図をご覧ください。
Hibiki opens up a big hand-drawn map. It shows a simplified map of Kyushu and its major cities. There are dotted red lines scratched all over.
これは現存している路線群ですね。貨物線もリストアップしてある。
What is it? Reina wants to say something.
驚いたばい。結構あるばい。ねえ、深見ちゃん。結構ある。ね。結構あるけど。九州全土の広さから見れば微々たるものだね。まして断絶してしまった区間には極めて厄介な案件もある。
I'm sure the bank also had investigated the possibility of rebuilding the railway lines. I want to take another step into this topic, but... Reina, what do you want to do? I said a glance at Reina, and she waves at me to say she'll go later. Oh, she's no longer wide-eyed, so that's good. Let's focus on the two Mototadas for the time being.
厄介な案件とは、例えば、熊本久留米間ですね。
おお、そこまでを調べたか。その通り。あの辺の旧線の用地は、よりにもよって宅地分譲された。
It's just what is wrong with this I wouldn't say picture, but like what is wrong here? Why is Nagi the only one not blinking? Just what is she staring at that she's so focused on that she doesn't even blink?
宅地分譲って何ばい？かみちゃん。
Oh, she's going back to blinking.
住宅、お家を建てるため用の土地として小分けにして売られたってことだと思う。どうやんしたと？お家の土地って、だって一旦住んだらきっとお引っ越しとかあんまりしたくないだろうから。はあ、買い戻して線路にするのめっちゃくちゃに大変そうばい。
まさしくね。それは明白に存在する極めて大きな障害だ。
Kisaki's finger traces over the map.
熊本久留米が繋がらないなら博多にもたどり着けない。そんな不便な断片群が旧鉄道網の代わりになるなど。
断片でのままには置かない。鉄道網を僕は復活させたいと考えている。
夢見るだけなら結構だけどね。そんなことができると本気で思っているのかい？
僕個人の力では無理だし、この場の全員でも無理だ。お人よしの総力を挙げても可能性は極めて低かろ
なら、ひょっとして相鉄くんは。
Polo cautiously whispers and Hatsudoku, Hibiki, and Makuda smile and nod together. As if being encouraged by that, Pollard's voice gains confidence.
相鉄くんにはあるんですね。お人よしを超えて、熊本、九州全土から協力を得られるアイディアが。
Pretty ambitious to gain support from all of Kyushu.
ある。九州周遊客貨混合列車、ナインスターズというアイデアが。
ナインスターズ。
Rana repeats what I said and starts counting with her fingers. That's adorable.
わかった。ナインは9ですね。だから、お星様が9つですか？
ああ。廃藩置県がなされる以前の九州は、いわゆる両生国の9つの国によって構成されていたのだ。
肥後、薩摩やらいうやつのことよね。
その9つの主要駅をぐるり巡るのがナインスターズ。九州周遊客貨混合列車というわけです。
Look, I'm just glad that they didn't list off all the fucking provinces. Rana makes an impressed sigh at Hatsuroku's confident voice.
なんだかすごいですね。
You didn't hear that?
なんとなくわかった感じって思います。
Next to Rana and Nagi and Fukami, who still look confused.
九州周遊客貨混合列車。
つまるところ、お客さんと貨物、両方を運びながら九州をぐるりと巡る列車ということでいいのかな。
And help with what? I'm not. I think I'm insane. How can I help you with that? Maybe don't reply to the bot next time.
あ
Kisaki's unexpected assistance, Nagi Fukami suddenly breaks into smiles.
面白そうばい乗ってみたかすごいね。なんか、豪華でかっこよさそう。ナインスターズ、エクスプレスですか
I'm getting some female cow milk. As opposed to what?
このご時世、鉄道に求められるのが速さとは思えん。僕が考えているのは、何と言えばいいか。
リレートレインなどという言葉はいかがでしょうか、相鉄様。
うん。それがピタリだ。つまり、リレーするのだ。客車と貨車とを受け渡しながら。
わあ、機関車、交代でリレーしていくんですか
ああ。例えば、お人よ八代は、8620とキハ07で、八代から熊本までは、また別の機関車というように。
八代、熊本は電化されていた区間。伏線がもしもなるなら、電車に引かせて。その区間は。
Huh?
カバンば喋ったばい
Oh, fucking Akai brought her.
違うよ、なぎちゃん。カバンの中に喋る誰かが。怖い何それ怖がらないでいい。清春、出して。
No, it's Shrine Man. It's, I forgot the name of the shrine. Fucking. Reverend Akai seems somewhat happy in his movements as he opens up his crew bag. From inside comes someone with a face wrapped in bandages. Is this route like the fucking setup to the next game? Because, you know, I made this complaint in a fucking Love Sweet Garnish where the first game has 2 routes for both characters, but there is no route to be able to transition into the next game. But they still have a second game, and the routes in the second game fucking goddammit, how am I saying this? In the second game, the romance routes for the 2 characters that were in the first game are just extensions of the first game's routes, which makes it significantly shorter. And then the 2 new characters have their own routes, whatever. At least, okay. And then in the Isekai, right, there was all of fucking I mean, Isekai doesn't really count, considering that the whole point of the game was for Yuma to date fucking Shinku, and then that's what the other 2 games are for, to develop the relationship between Shinku and Yuma stronger, I guess. But at least in this game, there's a fucking route that is essentially just a transition point to the second game, right? That's basically what it is. From inside comes someone with a face wrapped in bandages.
レイナより年下の子ですね。はじめまして。レイナはキハ 07S 専用レールロードの。知ってる。レイナ。マスターはヒナイポーレット。わあ、共感もつないでないのに、すごいです。知ってる。自分は、清春の知ってることなら、全部。
Her eyes under the bandages slowly look around at everyone.
自分は、26。電車、クハ26の専用レールロード。 だったもの。今は車両を失ったもの。
26。トップナンバーレールロードですか。
過去の話。今したいのは未来の話。
うん、その通り。
I'm impressed to say the least. Even with Niroku's sudden joining of the meeting, Mr. Mototada maintains his pace.
アイディア、お話としては面白い。夢がある。が、それで終わってしまう話に過ぎんね。これは。
今の僕らの実績では、そう評価されても仕方ないことです。
おお。
ですので、実現のためには3段階を踏むことが必要と考えます。
3段階か。ならば問おう。第1段階はいかに？
第1段階は、8620を旗印にして、お人用鉄道で活性化し、とにかく一つ、複線しやすい路線を複線させることです。
できたとして次、第2段階は？
協力してくれる法人、個人を増やし、複線を加速させ、より広くに複線は可能なのだという機運を広げます。
At the moment I say that, Kisaki shrugs.
個人はともかく、法人、特に鉄道関係事業者などが、そう簡単に協力してくれるものなのかい？
それはもう、どこも経営苦しいですから、レールさえつながるのならいくらでも協力し合います。必ず。
ならばそこまでがなったとして、第3段階は？
僕らの知名度、信頼度が十分なものとなった時点で、ナインスターズの計画を大々的に発表します。
十分なものになった。その時期の判断基準は？
僕にそのような時期をつかめるとは思えません。ご判断は元忠さんなり、適切な方にお願いできればと。
And some Dunkin' Donut munchkins I have in my room from this morning. That means they've been in your room for like, what, 12 hours? What do you mean by morning? Because morning to me is like starting from 7. That's also when I wake up, so, you know.
元忠さんだけでなく、ここにいる皆さん、全員のお力がなければ、第一段階も実現はできません。
Around 7, so 12 hours. I bow down with all my heart, slowly and deeply. When I look around, Hachiroku, Hibiki, Makoto. Not only them, but Paulette, Reina, Nagi, and even Fukami are all bowing with me.
オールお人よで、まずは第一段階を。それをオール熊本、オール九州と広げるために、どうか力を貸してください。
My room is cold. I mean, I would expect that. Just like me, you... Well, I always have my aircon on, but... Yeah.
清春。自分は清春におねだりしたい。清春は右田相鉄に。
もちろんですよ、26。私だってレールを、君の走ったレールをもう一度取り戻したい。
If only it was this easy to appeal to the bank in real life.
ねえ、じいちゃん
A relaxed smile forms on Minokazu's face as he nods, while being prodded by Nagi.
若者らしか、どでかい夢でよかですな。勘合いぼれにできることなら手伝いますけん。
レールロード見るくらいしかできんけどね。そんくらいなら任せんじゃい。
ありがとうございます。皆さん。
I bow deeply and slowly, look up again, as if waiting for that Urakami speaks up.
本社はこの計画をネガティブには評価しないかと。あくまで支社の一職員の試験ですが。
You know what I wish? I wish Urikami had a route in the second game. I don't know if she does, but considering that considering I haven't seen any H scenes of her, HCGs of her, when I was looking for thumbnails for this game, yeah.
それは、非常に心強い言葉です。エアクラと鉄道は共存できるとも思いますので。
Harem is normally from 58 to 60 or 14 to 16C. Bro, I've never, my room has never been below 18. That's the lowest my aircon can go. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't want it to go lower. A loud voice. I turn to see what the commotion is, and Mr. Mortatada looks overjoyed.
そう鉄くん。やはり君は面白いな。私としても、この流れなら協力できないものではない。
できないものではないとおっしゃいますと。
だな。条件というわけではないが、検討してもらえんものかね。以前の件を。
以前の件というと。
やめて、本当に。
Oh. That voice echoes, sending a chill up my spine. Even Mr. Mortada's face slightly twists.
父さん、頭取が協力するなら、僕もそうする。
I mean, of course you have to. Of course you have to, Kisaki. You're one of the routes. You have to be part of the female crew. With Sotetsu, girl power, I guess. You need to be a part of his harem. Kisaki's face is slightly red out of anger, but her eyes are calm and shining with pride.
共に仕事をするのなら、僕の魅力は伝わるさ。だから、余計な手助けなど一切不要でお願いするよ。
Feminist power, not in that way.
なるほど。ならばそのように。そうですくん、失礼した。熊銀はこの計画に協力しよ
う。ご決断をありがとうございます。
I am very thankful. As of right now, all of Ohitio has come together here.
ご指摘通り、リレートレイン9スターズはまだ妄想と笑われるほどのふわふわしたものです。
Basically all of Ohitio. All of the people that matter in Ohitio are here. Nods respond to my opinion, honest as it is. But because it is a fantasy, it can materialize into something real, no matter how big it is.
そこで第一段階をものにするためのアイデアを皆さんにどんどん寄せていただけたらと願います。
Okay, considering that this scene has essentially gone on for this scene has gone on for so long that it feels like it would have been one chapter way before. I feel like this route is only one chapter long. Don't prove me wrong.
8620バー旗印にして土源としてお人よ鉄道を元気にするかいうんが第一段階でしたか。
I mean, considering that that the third scene in every route is basically just Sotetsu getting with the side character of that route. Yeah. There doesn't need to be anything like that in this route.
じいちゃん、それだけじゃなく、伏線言うのもせにゃならんばい。
おお、そうじゃったそうじゃった。伏線だのなんだのはそれこそ非内の。
His wrinkly neck swallows. I follow his gaze and find the reason why. They're gazing at each other, or rather glaring. Kisaki seems to be used to having glaring matches, but she's doing it with Paulette of all people.
キサ 崎さん。
おや、市長。僕にお声かけとは珍しい。
共に仕事をする仲間から、誰を相手に選ぶかは、もちろん、相鉄くんの自由ですよね。
Where is this going?
当然だろ。誰を選ぶも、選ばないも。
I get the feeling that this is about the offer Mr. Mototada retracted earlier. Despite how I'm the one most involved, they haven't even asked how I feel.
なら紳士、いえ、淑女協定を結びませんか？プロジェクトがそれでつまずいたら最悪すぎますから。
なるほど。協定の内容は？
プロジェクト期間中は抜け駆けなし、アプローチは OK だけど ABC とかそういうのはダメ。
A YouTube video says it's 2 hours for the grand route. Fuck. That means does that mean there's two scenes?
ABC。はいはい。それはさすがに知ったらばい。ABC は英語のあいうえおのことだい。
In one of those American sports, Nagi looks at Fukami for confirmation. Fukami makes a troubled smile and wipes her forehead when she's not even sweating.
すみっこで説明するね。A だけ。ね。ちょっと来て、なぎちゃん、レイナちゃん。行かばい。間違っとったばい。
I think you're about half an hour in. Have I been fucking yapping for half an hour?
レイナ、教えてもらうですよ。
Kisaki giggles in a way that I only see villains in movies do. Yeah, but she's a hot villain, so...
ずいぶんと可愛らしい表現だけれど、内容は妥当だね。他には？
相鉄くんにもプロジェクト満了日まで決断を待ってもらう。誰かを選ぶにしても、誰も選ばないにしても。
But Paulette does not back off despite being sidetracked by Nagi and Reina.
うん。確かにね。納得できる。いいね。僕はその協定に喜んで参加するよ。
Paulette exhales a sigh of relief before quickly turning to me.
相鉄くんはどうですか？今の話なんですけど。
ああ、
At least they're asking me too. Behind Paulette's smiling, I see Kisaki looked like she just made a mistake.
まず根本的な確認なのだが、仲間から選ぶ相手というのは結婚ないし婚約の相手ということか。
I mean, he's not wrong, even if they deny it. They both like him.
結婚？
They just don't have the balls to say that they do.
もちろんそうさ。父の話は元よりそういうものだった。
Paulette's eyes widen. Nakisaki looks calm and composed. I had never imagined I would see these two show so much emotion.
それとも何かな。市長としてはデートやおしゃべりの相手とでも解釈していたのかな。
Oh, hell nah.
もちろん、結婚相手を選んでほしいと思ってます。さっき驚いたのは、
Bro, you can't get flustered about this shit in front of a fucking high schooler. Especially when the high schooler is fucking calm and composed. Paula, you've been on the back foot ever since he mentioned engagement. Her blue eyes. This is I just talked about this. Paula, Kisaki literally has blue eyes, bro. What about hers? Her blue eyes look to the ceiling and they begin to spin. Shut up.
フランクの私の母のふるさとの方の訛りでは、結婚というのはとてもエッチな意味だから。
I can't even make the excuse like fucking Hibiki and Makuda's where they have like greenish blue eyes, right? But fucking Kisaki has white hair, blue eyes. If we're gonna get into shit with non-Japanese appearances,
へえ。日の本語で言うと？
そんなことを言わせたがるなんて、キサキさんは随分エッチな方なんですね。
どうしたレイナ？
see, Reina and Hachiroku, they don't count because they're fucking Raya Lords. They aren't humans, alright? So it doesn't matter how they look, right? They could still be Japanese. But fucking Kisaki, Makuda, Hachiroku, fuck Makuda, Hibiki and fucking goddamn it. Hibiki and Makuda have red hair, blue eyes. Point that out! You're gonna fucking talk about Paulette's blue eyes. Brenda had returned to her seat before I knew it. She raises her hands with her cheeks pink.
結婚はお嫁さんになることですよね。
Brenda, we just had your route, alright? Don't talk about you wanting to be married to Sotetsu as well.
なら、
Nah!
その淑女協定参加するです。
Don't tell me Makuda, Hibiki, and Hachiroku are gonna do the same.
そうなのレイナ。レイナは相鉄くんのお嫁さんになりたいの？
And Nagin Fukami. I'm having a stroke. Says the one who fucking misspelt stroke.
なりたいです。
A soft call. Reina's smile melts all the tension unconditionally.
ですね、ポーレット。レイナ、相鉄さんになら、されても、きっと平気で、きっと嬉しいのです。
Reina, do you even know what that means?
そうよね。レイナも女の子だもんね。
God damn it.
私も女の子で、それもブラコンの女の子だから、結婚、法律とかでできなくても、それでも。
Fucking
できるとよ。結婚。そうちゃんは血のつながりの一滴もない養子やもん。
God damn it.
それは言葉、ポーレットさん。
Murakami, what do you...
はい、誠、本当です。法律的には何の障害もございません。
I wish she would also join it, but she doesn't have a route.
ねえ、知っとったなら土下してもっと早うに。
言うたら、ひーちゃんもっちゃ怒ろうもん。機嫌ば悪うして、何日も口聞かんようなりよるし。
She's not wrong. She must recall a few examples. Hibiki stops talking quickly and clears her throat.
とにかく、私も淑女協定、全力で参加します。
なら、ねえ、一緒にもう一人参加をさせてくださいな。
It's the grand route, the harem route. I wish.
ああ。
Hibiki isn't herself today. She actually looks sorry.
ねえねえは、お姉ちゃんだから？だから、私が動き出すの、待っとってくれたの？
そうね。ひーちゃんにだったらお姉ちゃん、喜んでそうちゃんのことを任せられるけん。
Makuda,
けど、
I know you want to join the fucking club too.
そっか。他の誰かをニーニーが選んじゃったら、ニーニー、家からまたいなくなっちゃうかもなんだもんね。
I mean, listen, if I was Nini, I would have picked Hachiroku, so I would have still been at home. It seems that the sisterly bond grew stronger here. The awkward atmosphere seems to have calmed a little.
ってわかったわい。淑女協定やら、要するに、兄さんに誰が選ばれるのかの競争ばい。
Right when things started to calm down, Nagi turns things around.
そうだけど、まさか、なぎちゃん。
Don't tell me that Nagi and Fukami are joining together. Of course they would.
だったらなぎ様、参戦するばい。勝負事なら負けんばい。
I mean, out of all of the CGs on the fucking title screen, hers is definitely the lewdest, so...
でも結婚だよ。なぎちゃん、結婚するってことは、か。選ばれた時、結婚したいくらい好きならそうすればい。でなけりゃこっちが兄さんをよすだけばい。
それはありですか、相鉄くん。
What is that? What do you mean?
ありだ。というか、さっきの話の続きなのだが。
Nagi is a bit naive. It would make sense that she is the lewdest. Fukami is the lewdest. Alright? I straighten my posture and speak up, and everyone seems to go quiet. They're still here, by the way. Old man Minokasa is forcing out a smile. Mr. Mototada is enjoying the situation. I'm sure they can't help it.
僕は結婚について分かっていないと思うし、その前段にあるらしい恋愛についても分かっていない。
そんなん100も承知ばって。このプロジェクト中にきっと分からせてあげるけん。
Right. All the participants of the so-called ladies' agreement come together and nod. In that case, there's really not much more I can say.
そういうことなら、僕の方から条件付けなど恐れ多いさ。参加希望をしてもらえるだけでありがたい。
わかりました。それじゃあ、淑女協定への参加希望はこれで締め切っていいですか？
Is this the asexual route? I thought it was, and then they bring up the fucking the ladies' agreement or whatever.
締め切ってよかと？深見ちゃん。でも、だって、私、なんて。
Yeah?
誰でも言うんは年齢制限もなかと。
無論です。
Bro. The atmosphere No! The atmosphere becomes serious as a result of the unexpected statement from an equally unexpected person. Hachiroku would win though. Yeah, for me, but I don't know what fucking Sotetsu's preference. I suppose with a young husband like me, she wouldn't have to worry about elderly care. Excuse me?
ほんなら、と思わんこともなかけどね。死んだ亭主にはあるかけ、やっぱり参加はやめとくね。
そうですか。
私、参加したい。参加します。です。
I'm actually gonna get a fucking aneurysm. It's not the fact. It's the fact that the game fucking they tease it. All right. The Toronto Hot Spring owner smiles at that. Oh, I see. She did this to encourage Fukami. The older, the wiser, they say. Ow. I felt like something pinched my side.
それほど不安げに私を見ずとも大丈夫ですよ、相鉄様。
そうか。
はい。相鉄様の一番おそばには、どんな時でも私が。それに必要なことでしたら、喜んで嫁がせていただきます。
Right.
まだそこまでの話じゃなかと。淑女同盟に参加するかしないかの話やけん。
Hachiroku is the main girl. But Nagi had the lewdest CG, so...
ええ。 結果のためには経過が必要ですものね。もちろん、謹んで参加させていただきます。あら？
どうした86？
いえ、ナビさんから共感通信が。はあ、淑女同盟に参加希望ですか？
ああ。
無論、歓迎だ。
だそうです。
でも兄さん、ナビって体、飛行機ばい？
あれ
兄さん飛行機と結婚するばい？
I didn't know Sotetsu wanted to fuck a plane.
さっきも言ったが、僕は知らん。結婚についても、恋愛についても。
うん、そう言っとったね。
知らんことなら、試してみれば何もわからぬ。試さぬうちに拒むのは、思い上がりも甚だしかろう。
Yeah. Excuse me?
なるほどなるほど。大人物だな、相鉄くんは。だからこそ、ナインスターズという大きな案も出るか。
What do you mean by that? Rejecting it before trying is arrogant. Then why don't the fucking guys join in as well, huh? What the fuck are you on about? Sotetsu feeling a little bi-curious, huh?
元忠さん。
I always feel like his loud voice helps me in every bad situation. Oh, but in this case, he purposely did try to help.
美しく華やかなりし淑女諸君。対立ではなく協力し合い、相鉄くんの目をその輝きで見事奪ってみせたまえ。
I guess he's just all on board with his daughter wanting to fuck Sotetsu. The girls all changed their expression at that. The sharp glares seemed to soften to a bright glitter. This is amazing. I forget from time to time, but he certainly is the president of a big bank.
力を合わせて、必ず、お人よの復権を。その第一歩として、まずは鉄道による進行を。
Yeah, forget the fucking threesomes and foursomes that I keep bringing up. Just have a fucking orgy. Oh, all right. Ninesome, yeah. Ladies' agreement. Marriage dating. If I can be taught about that, I'll wait for the right time. Excuse me? But what I must do right now is without a doubt that.
リレートレイン9スターズ。必ずや、このお人よから送り出そう。
Fucking Christ, man. Maitetsu. Well, that just shows that there's another scene. The CG of all of them in wedding dresses. I wish, but there's no more CG. There's no more CG spaces. Russell. What is it? I hear a rustling sound like the sound of paper rubbing.
あら、すみません。起こしてしまいましたか。おはようございます、相鉄様。
He's already in uniform.
おはよう。すまんとは。ああ、まだ5時になったばかりか。
Hatoroku has a wedding dress in her hate scene. All of them do.
私、今日は枕様のお手伝いなんです。それで早起きをしましたら、もう新聞が届いておりましたので。
わざわざ持ってきてくれたのか。
Nagin Fukami? Rana definitely. I didn't check the others. I look at the front page and see why Hatsudoku purposefully brought it here. Steam Whistle Revival. Full cooperation for the tracks from Ohitego to Yoshimatsu.
これは。
In addition to the meeting topics from 2 days ago, There are things in the article that we don't even mention there.
選挙報道などはこれよりはるかに早いのは分かっているが、しかし自分たちが対象となると驚かされるな。
People are now using the TV or going online, but the quickness of newspapers is also great.
熊本新報と熊銀との間には何かパイプでもあるのでしょうか。
だろうな。そうでなければこの短期間にここまで詳細な記事は書けまいよ。
But that can't simply be everything. The one with the connection might be Urakami, or Hitoyo City, or Hitoyo Railways, Kumamoto Bank, and Aircraft Company to have a meeting. It says,
記事通りなら熊銀かエアクラ社かは南へ、吉松への伏線を最優先させたいのかな。
newspapers are going out of business. The only reason how they are still in business is because of baby boomers. Yeah.
なのでございましょうね。お人用吉松間でしたら、お小場駅もございますので、観光的にもよろしいかとは。
お小場駅。
日の本で唯一、ループ線とスイッチバックを持つ駅です。乗り鉄にも撮り鉄にも大変な人気があったそうです。
なるほど。が、単純な観光人気目当てだけとはな。吉松から先、隼人、さらには鹿児島へつなげたいのか。
さあ、どうでしょう。いずれにいたしましても、とてもワクワクすることと存じます。
ワクワクか。
We'll see in the next 5 to 10 years. Here's the thing, right? Just like how vinyls are coming back. You had us backwards. What do you... Nah, shut up. The like with vinyls, right? Those are coming back. In 5 to 10 years, newspapers are going to be retro. And those are going to come back. Alright? I can feel it. I also feel happy after hearing that. Even Railords can feel excitement. Their hearts are no different from humans.
相鉄様の想像さえ超え、瞬く間にガラリと変化する。人が集まることの相乗効果は凄まじいものなのですね。
I can feel things myself using a newspaper for some... I can feel myself using a newspaper for some things. Okay.
だな。確かに、一昨日の会議がなければ。
That's right. At that time, Hachiroku...
私の顔に何か。
金時計を見たときに、驚いた顔をしていただろ
あら。
う。うん。まさしく、その顔でそう言っていた。
あらあら。相鉄様には隠し事もしておけませんのね。
Don't fucking ara me.
ああ、いや。隠しておきたいことなら無論、無理には聞かんさ。
まあ、あっさりしてらっしゃいますのね。
She looks unusually happy despite puffing up one side of her cheek. But when that subsides, her smile becomes a calm one.
あの金時計は、清見機関士のものですの。
I expected that.
清見機関士。
I feel a dull pain when I hear that name, but the past remains in the past. I don't want Hachiroku to worry unnecessarily. I take a deep breath and try to maintain my usual tone.
つまり、あの時計は、お前の元のマスターの私物だったのか。
はい、間違いございません。あれは世に2つある品ではございませんので。
というと
?8620 は一度だけ、お召し列車を務めさせていただいたことがございます。
She must be proud of that fact. Hachiroku's posture is straighter than usual.
日の本の帝はその時、明国大統領とご一緒にご乗車遊ばされました。
それは、極めて重要な、話を聞くだけでも、身の引き締まるような乗務だな。
8620 drawing the Imperial train with the President of the United States on board could only have happened before the war. God damn it. The glory of the Emperor at the time must have been unimaginable.
はい。本来は品川の機関区所属の妹がその任に当たるはずだったのですが。
But her sister experienced an unexplained overload and was forced into repair. All hail to the Shogun. The only Shogun I hail is Raiden Shogun. 8620 and Engineer Koyomi were quickly summoned as a replacement and fulfilled their duties.
シルクのカーペットの上を走っているようだったと、大統領は清美機関士を大いにお褒めくださったのです。
She's not the shogunate, alright? I hail Hachiroku. Yeah. And the president took out his especially made gold railway watch from his breast pocket and gave it to Engineer Kiyomi. Oh, so Paulette has the fucking... Which president? Like, fucking, God damn it, I don't know when this time is. Is Kiyomi alive? Hell no, she's dead as fuck. That's why Paulette has the watch.
なるほど。それほどの由来がある品ならば。
ええ、見誤ることはございません。あの事故で失われたものかと思い込んでおりましたが。
Hachiroku places a finger lightly on her lips, seemingly deep in thought.
ポーレット様、おばあ様の形見とおっしゃられてましたよね。
Sotetsu was the only survivor. No, that's the fucked up part about it. Sotetsu was the only survivor in his family. Everyone except Sotetsu's parents and sister survived the fucking train crash. That's the fucked up part. Sotetsu's family is the only ones that died.
清美機関士は、ならば、平井清美とおっしゃったのか。
いえ、清美勝子様です。
So Kiyomi survived? I mean, probably. She died of old age, I guess.
清美は生か。ならば、後に嫁入りして平井姓に。
プライベートのことを話されない方でしたから。ただ、ご交際相手が敵国人らしいという噂は聞きました。
Hachiroku, listen, I think we could put two and two together and say that Kiyomi is Paulette's mum. Alright? Listen, I don't know what's up with Kiyomi, right?
対戦の敵国。あ、そうか。ご交際相手はフランク人だったのか。
Is Kiyomi evil or good? She's an engineer. She's neither good or bad. What did you...
さようですね。さすがは相鉄様。それならば綺麗に話がつながるように思います。
Well, yeah, why do you think Paulette loves railways so much? How do you think she got into fucking railways other than through a parent? And considering her dad left when she was a child, the only other person would be Kiyomi. Her mum, I mean. During the war, France was split up into two factions, one who cooperated with Germany and one who didn't. If I had a nickel for any time I played a visual novel that referenced World War II, I'd have 2 nickels! What the fuck is... They did bring up the war multiple times, so I shouldn't be surprised by that fact. But it's the fact that I played both of them at the same time! No matter what the circumstances were, I'm sure it led to misunderstanding, so Engineer Kiyomi was safer in keeping it a secret.
清美機関士とそのお相手との間に女の子が授かったと考えれば。
So Paulette's dad is a bad father in person. I mean, here's the thing, right? This is definitely talking about World War II, which means that Kiyomi is Paulette's grandma. Maybe. there's the thing. Because they keep talking about the war, right? But they are in the modern day. And Kiyomi is I'm mixing up a lot of things, right? Because you brought up the fucking train crash.
そのお嬢様が前の市長の比内様に嫁がれ、ポーレット様のご両親となられたのですね。
Yeah, see? Paulette's grandma is Kiyomi. Right? So Paulette's dad is a bad father in person. It's confusing. Because you brought up the fucking train crash, which doesn't make which Paulette. So Paulette's grandfather is a bad person. No. Paulette's granddad was French, not German.
であれば、清美機関士は事故のことをポーレットには伝えなかったのだろうな。
Kiyomi is a bad person. None of them are bad people, bro!
でございましょうね。ポーレット様のご様子を見るに。
おばあ様の名を尋ねてみるか、ポーレットに。
It's meant as a lighthearted comment, but Hachiroku slowly shakes her head. Japan and Germany, World War II. Newsflash, Dexter! Not everyone in Germany and Japan supported Hitler! What do you mean?
尋ねていただかずともわかります。私はあの瞬間、ああ、それでと感じましたから。
You're the one giving me a fucking aneurysm! Most of them did. No. Most of them didn't. Most of them were forced to! What do you mean? Fucking Christ, man. They elected him into power. That doesn't mean Hitler started off by telling people to kill Jews! What do you... Fucking hell. I'm joking. BT.
ポーレット様と清美機関士は、外見も雰囲気もまるで似てらっしゃいませんけれども。
Hachiroku giggles slightly.
雑巾を絞る手つきや、緑茶のいただき方など、細かな仕草が鏡写しでございますので。
Listen, alright? It's better if I get it's better if I act mad so that here's the problem. I wish I could farm clips, but no one fucking clips my shit. And I'm too lazy to do it myself.
なるほどな。
けれど、やはりいくらかショックを受けました。
Get mad at feminism. Listen, get mad at feminism and clip it. I did. What do you mean? It's your job to clip it. Hachiroku's face looks down. It makes me realize how different it is from usual.
これが偶然というものでしたら、あまりにも皮肉な。
Listen, I just need to make sure that my mic doesn't peak too high. And it probably did.
いいや、86。偶然などではあるまいよ。むしろ、ある種の必然と捉えた方がいい。
Get mad at the founding fathers? What? For what? For what? Slavery?
必然 でございますか？
Apparently, Makoto and Hibiki didn't tell Hachiroku that I was also a victim of that accident. Remember your sister and your foot fetish. If you wanted to keep bringing it up, maybe you should have clipped it when I talked about that, but you didn't. So now it's lost to lost to time, I guess. Her blank stare is strangely relaxing.
運命というと大げさかもしれんが、いくつもの意志がこうなるようにと事態を導いたのさ。
She didn't step on me. What do you mean? I think you're misremembering the story. If I say it out loud, I understand it better than anyone. I always thought deep down about why I had to become Hachiroku's caretaker.
ほんの少しでも今に関わるたくさんの誰かが下した決断がどれか一つでも違っていたら僕らはここにいなかった。
たくさんの誰かでございますか？
例えば平井前市長、工場誘致の話に彼が反応しなければ彼は市長になっていないし、お人よ鉄道も今とは違った。
Because I also thought about it so much and continued to worry if I made the right decision. I understand. Okay, here's the thing. Before fucking Dexter sidetracked me, here's how it worked. Here's how the events panned out, right? Kiyomi is an engineer, alright? She and Hachiroku worked together as engineer and rail lord partners, right? Kiyomi fell in love with someone from France during World War II and had a kid. And then that... You're not clarifying. I am clarifying. And then that kid married the mayor of Ohitoyo, right? And then they birthed Paulette. Meanwhile, Kiyomi stayed as an engineer and had that train crash. I'm not clarifying that part. All right. If people want to hear the story of my sister and I, with relations to feet, they can watch the stream after. They can come to my stream and ask me. All right. But I'm not going to talk about it in this recording / stream because I need to tease people about it. I'm asking. I don't need... What do you mean? I already talked about it to you. But Kiyomi had the Kiyomi married a guy from France, and they had a kid. And then that kid married the mayor of Ohitoyo, and then and then they had Paulette. Meanwhile, Kiyomi stays as an engineer with Hachiroku, and then they have that whole accident which causes the railway industry to essentially shit itself, and everyone in that train survived except Sotetsu's mom, dad, and sister. Fuck. Because I also thought about it so much and continued to worry if I made the right decision. I understand. This is my answer. And then, I guess, you know, Kiyomi, who is old as shit, either dies in the accident, which would be unfortunate, or dies of old age.
僕自身のことでもそうだ。右田の養子になってなければ、枕姉が僕をかばってくれなければ、僕は今ここにいない。
Hachiroku explains if she understands.
誠にさようですね。もしタイト様が私とあの子とお買い取りにならなければ。
That's his name. Fucking the granddad's name is Taito. I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck you called him. Oh yeah, you called him fucking Migita in the chat bot. His name is Taito Migita.
関わってくれた誰かのどんなに小さな決断でも別な形で下されていれば今は今とは違っていた。
Her long black hair wavers without a sound from her quiet yet powerful nod.
故に必然なのですね。たくさんの思いたちが私たちを今に、この場に導いてくださったから。
そうだな。導いて。きっと、チャンスをくれている。
はい。
I'm gonna lose my voice this stream. Straightforward and strong, Hachiroku's eyes look up at me.
チャンスを私はいただきました。今度こそ皆様を笑顔のままに送り届けるための。
ああ。
Don't say take away the letter A and O in Taito. Hachiroku wants the same thing I do. We shoulder the same pain and same memories. When I feel that, it all seems lighter. The chains that bond me.
そのためにも、果たそう。必ず、僕らのできる限りを。
God fucking damn it. The chains that bound me seem to fall off. And I fell off.
はい、相鉄様。で、あ、時間。
あ、そうだったな。すまん。というか、僕も一緒に行こ
う。Don't both jump, okay?
さようですか。でしたら急ぎましょ
う。うん。
わあ、相鉄さんです。
あらまあ、そうちゃん。レールショップに行かんでよかと？
無論、後で行くさ。が、その前にここにと思った。枕姉が何をするのか、見ておきたいと思ってな。
I thought that there would be something this early in the morning, and that gut feeling wasn't wrong. Listen, Nidoku, I don't know how the fuck you're walking around with bandages all over your face. How are you looking? How are you able to look through them? Hiding behind the steel tank. From behind the bandages on her face, that's Nidoku looking at us. How do you know that, though?
大丈夫なのか？あの包帯は。
What the fuck are you talking about, Dexter? What is this about fucking Amazon Roku?
もちろん平気よ。クリーンルームで除菌済みの新品と変えてもらったけんね。
そうなのか。余計な心配をしてしまったな。
ゆうか、そうちゃん。父さんから何か聞いたと？
Hachiroku, Nidoku. No.
父さんから？いや、こちらに来てから一度も連絡を取っていないが。
そっか。そんならそうちゃん、純粋に気にして見に来てくれよったんね。
She smiles sweetly. It's an innocent smile, unlike Makoto, and it makes my heart jump for some reason.
それで、そのだな。86、レイナ、26と揃い踏みだが、何をしようと？
Makoto equal rack. What?
姉。まだそうちゃんだけにしか教えん。内緒の内緒の話なんよ。これ。
She waves at me to come closer and whispers into my ear while covering her mouth with both hands.
当時の看板排除した完全データ主義の温度管理で作る米焼酎。
I jump in surprise as she stops me, saying not yet.
そういえば作って ISC やらいうコンテストに出展するとよ。
Or whatever.
ISC か。なるほど。確かにあれなら。
I nod. Makoto moves away. I straighten my posture and see an impressed smile on her.
ふふん。そうちゃんもそぎゃんと言うなら、父さんの話もなかなからしかねえ。
ああ、それで父さんから聞いたうんぬんと言っていたのか。
ISC is known as the world's fairest distilled spirits competition. It was my adoptive father who taught me that. He always dreamed that Kuma Shochu would receive an award, though he thought the conservative Migita #1 wouldn't be possible.
入賞できれば、世界的な知名度が得られる言うけん。そういえば、ナインスターズで飲めたら、売りになるでしょ？
Surprise and joy come to me. Like my adoptive father, I thought Migita #1 would never change. If I can create an opportunity or give it opportunity for change, it gives me joy, gratitude, and pride.
確かにだ。それは大きな売りの一つとなると思う。まして、帝都では、焼酎ブームでもあるし。
ああ、言うたら。
What the fuck happened?
九州各地の焼酎ば、社内で試飲して、買えるようにってしたらどぎゃんと？
What the fuck happened? Not a function or invalid method property type. Okay, the game fucking crashed. Bitch. Huh? Oh, fuck. Now I have to go through all of that shit! Thanks for calling me bitch. Yep. God fucking damn it. Please. Okay, thank God I can skip to the They save her chapter. But hang on. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Please. All right.
入賞できれば、世界的な知名度が得られる言うけん。そういえば、ナインスターズで飲めたら、
Wait,
売り
no.
になるでしょ？
That's not it. It's further.
「せっかくですので、焼酎のみでなく、ご当地の特産品も販売してはいかがでしょうか。」
Right? Hang on. Surprise and joy came to me like my adoptive father. I thought Migita #1 would never change. If I can get an opportunity for change. Okay, yeah, no. And then this
言う
one.
たら。ほんなら、九州各地の焼酎ば、社内で試飲して、買えるようにってしたらどぎゃんと？
And help. With what? I think you need to fix it yourself, let's just say.
はい却下混合なんですから、出荷したての貨物で取り扱って、それを売ったらいいと思うです。
Maybe I should save.
製造直売、いいと思う。清春それ、テレビを見て時々お取り寄せやってる。
I turned toward an unfamiliar voice and seen Nidoku coming closer from the pillar. Two hands are better than one. 2 heads are better than one, they say. And there are 4 of them here. 5.
九州各地の名産焼酎や名産品を生産地から貨物扱いし、それを乗客がダイレクトに買える。か。実にいいな。
The fame of the shochu and specialties will bring light to 9 stars and give it an even bigger synergistic effect.
まさしく、九州周遊にふさわしい案だと思う。
いうことよ。はちゃん、れいちゃん、にいろちゃん。
Makoto claps to signal something and raises her voice with a smile.
今焼酎の開発ば、ナインスターズのためにもなるけん。気合い入れていきましょい。
I guess Sotetsu's only contribution here was to bring Hachiroku to Migita #1, and now he's gonna leave.
気合い入れていきますですよ。
Alright, I guess I should fucking...
かしこまりました。鉢巻きを締めてかかりましょう。
気合はよくわからない。けれど、全力は尽くす。車両をなくした姉妹たちに、新しいレールを敷くために。
そうね。
Makoto crouches down and pats Niroku on the back of her head, almost embracing her.
そぎゃんした先には、本物のレールが敷かれるように、鉄道が復活するように、そうちゃんが頑張ってくれるけん。
ああ、任せてくれ。
I hadn't expected to see a new form of symbiosis between raillords and humans. If Makoto wants to create that, I will do everything I can to help.
そちらのレールは必ず敷こう。まずは九州。そしていつかは日の本全土へ。
任せる。清春も手伝うのだから、必ず成功できると思う。
期待してくれ。
ほーったらね、温度管理を試すとこからやってみよう。
わかった。頑張る。
あ、教わったことそのままでしたら、私の方から正確に。
さ
お任せくださいな。さ、行きましょう、26。
わかった、86。よろしく頼む。
As Hachiroku leads Niroku away away by the hand,
わー、そうてつさんは、やっぱりすごいのですね。
it's Rana. Her eyes are glittery as she looks up at me.
いきなりどうした？一体僕の何が？
九州だけでもすごいのに、日の本全部のレールを、なんて、レイナ、感激しちゃいました。
九州が成功事案になりさえすれば、自然とそう運んでいくはずさ。
そうなんですか？
エアクラ社としても後押しを強力に進めるだろうし、そうでなくても鉄道会社同士が連携、協力を深めよ
う。Thanks for the hydrate. The ones being pushed to extinction would likely follow when given a method of survival. That is simple logic, but Reina listens to me as if she's hearing the biggest secrets of alchemy.
はあ、わかりました。それならレイナたち、頑張ってナインスターズを走らせないとですね。
Blanky, I don't know what happened to it. Could be fucking... Hang on. Yeah.
だな。そのためにはレイナの力も。と、ああそうだ。そういえばほらレイナ、おととい。
ほへ、おとといって、開示の日。そうてつさん、覚えててくれたんですか？
What do you mean, look at the usernames? I've already seen these. What?
当然だ。と、胸を張る資格はないな。今の今まで、つい失念してしまっていたのだから。
I bowed to apologize, but Rena quickly straightens her posture to push at my forehead with her tiny hands. You saw the usernames? Yes, I've already seen the usernames.
資格、春です。お胸を張ってくださいな。レイナ、覚えてもらってて、すっごく嬉しいですから。
Part 2. Yeah, Cognitive Torture Part 2.
そうか。そう言ってくれるなら。
I make an exaggerated pose by sticking my chest out and stroking my imaginary beard. Rennie giggles at that until she's rend the face.
でだ。あの時レイナは何を話そうとしてくれてたんだ？
はいです。ですね。レイナ、地図に載ってない赤線、もっとあるって思ったですよ。
The map she's referring to is the remaining Kyushu train tracks, the red lines of the existing train lines in use.
あるのか、そんなものが。あれは僕らなりに路線図と貨物路線図と調べて作ったのだが。
Rena's really cute. Yeah, and guess what? You didn't get to play through her route because you only played through Hachiroku's.
工場の専用線とか、現役の鉱山鉄道の線路とかは、普通路線図にも貨物路線図にも乗らないですから。
工場の専用線。
Rena answers anything I ask. Large factories like steel mills have special lines that move raw materials and finished products. They don't let regular passengers on and use it specifically for receiving and shipping live mining railways. And for receiving and shipping, live mining railways are also similar in that they don't get the track maps. I don't remember her route from your streams. Bro, it was literally last Maitetsu stream. What do you mean?
ああ、言うたら、北九州工業地帯あたりは。
そうか。元は筑豊丹田だものな。そうした路線も現存する可能性はかなり高そうだな。
I'm drawing a blank. I've blanked these nuts.
ゲージはきっと違うと思うですけど、敷き直す方がゼロから敷くよりずっと早いって思うです。
They got together, right? Yeah, and I had an entire rant about the fact that Rain and Paulette don't get to be with Sotetsu together. You forgot about that?
ああ、そうだな。
If we weren't inside the brewery, I would have patted her more. Patted her head. Instead, I pat her on the cheek, into which Rana smiles happily. Isn't that more? Wouldn't that be more intimate? Paulette and Rana have NH scene together. What do you mean, the worst?
素晴らしい提案をありがとう。将来的には九州周遊が大きく。
Fucking Hibiki and Makoto have H scenes together as well.
将来的なんて悠長なこと言うとったらいけんよ。すぐ動かんと。
すぐ？いや、しかし僕らの今の力では。
What do you mean, ew? Fuck off.
できる人を動かせばええだけの話だよ。よかアイディアなら教えたら勝手に実現されるけん。
Like I said, I'm heavily monogamous. It's a fucking visual novel. What do you...
あ、そうか。それで構わんのだな。ナインスターズは整備再編された路線を利用させてもらえばいいだけか。
できる人って誰ですか？
Just because I like femboys in anime doesn't mean I do in real life.
うちは知らんよ。けど、北九州は広かけん。そぎゃん人物は必ずおっとよ。
And you don't even like women in real life, so...
そして僕らには、マイテツ会、政界、 財界に人脈を持つ仲間がいるから。
Don't talk about politics.
ポーレットや銀行の皆さんに相談してみればいいんですね。
うん、それでいいと思う。ということで、早速相談に行ってくる。
ほんなら、気をつけていってらっしゃい。
いってらっしゃいませです。
I express thanks to Makoto, Reina, Nigiroku, and Hachiroku, and leave the Migite Brewery. Yeah, one of the reasons is that I'm heavily monogamous and the world isn't. Then what the fuck is marriage? No, the world is... What do you mean? What? I'm off to the rail shop. Yeah, I'm off too. Fuck off. What the fuck do you mean?
Hmm?
The rail shop is still closed. I look inside and see a rare combination.
兄さん、おはようございます。
Humans are disgusting as well, bro. Even fucking people who live under a rock are brainwashed by the media. By mainstream media.
そうでした。おはようございます。
うん、おはよう。というか、本当に早いな。
I look at the clock and it's only a little past 7.
店番を頼まれたのか？
ポーレットさんもレイナちゃんも朝早くからご用事あるからって。
ポーレットもか。
ポーレットさん、銀行だそうです。開店前にキサキさんと打ち合わせだとかなんとかです。
No shit, you prefer to keep to yourself. You think everyone is disgusting. What?
そうなのか。熱心に動いてくれてるのだな。
In that case, I'd have to go to the bank too. But seeing such an interesting side, I can't just ignore it.
こちらも随分熱心にやってくれているようだな。心強いことこの上ない。
まだ手をつき始めたばかりですから、あまりじっくり見ないでくださいです。
Is this what they call a diorama? They carve it out from polystyrene foam and paint it to make a terrain model. A certain portion is by Fukami's feet. Oh, in her hands is a bright white piece that's still being carved.
これをどのくらい組み合わせるのだ？というか、どこの地図を作ってるんだ？
九州全土です。
九州全土というと、
Do you know why humans look disgusting to you? It's because you think about that. It's because you think that about yourself. I can't quite grasp it. Fukami gives a little smile when pointing at the completed version under the desk.
これ、1ユニットが50センチ四方なんです。それを全部で縦に8列、横に6列作って組み合わせます。
I still think.
となると、全部で、
Having 50 centimeters each side is rather large already, and if you're putting together 80 by 6,
縦4メ
8 by
ートル、
6.
横3メートルの巨大な模型を作るのか。飾るだけでも大変そうだが、候補地はあるのか？
市役所のメインロビーが第一候補かな。ポーレットさんとは相談まだだけど。
God damn it. Because the fucking game crashed, the audio has become shit again. Humanity as a whole are ugly creatures to me in looks, as well they always have since middle school. Well, I guess that's when you started becoming self-deprecating, huh?
最悪、うちの発洗所の待合室でもいいと思ってます。です。とにかく、人がたくさん集まるところに。
and elementary. Listen, the reason you think that way is because you are fucking projecting the way you feel about yourself onto the rest of humanity. It all finally connects. It's like an epiphany.
そうか。つまりこれで、あの路線図の立体版を作るのか。
って思ってます。造形が私で、色塗りは響さんっていう分担で。
それはいいな。鉄道に興味がない者にでも、計画を一目瞭然に分かってもらえる。
Am I? Yes. Go to a fucking therapist. They'll say the exact same thing. At least they'll be able to help you with that. I'm only telling you why you think that way.
でしょ？だから、ポーレットさんにお願いして、これも組み込んでもらおうって、さっき二人で話してて。
Hibiki's pointing at the end scale that's displayed at the rail shop.
なるほど。これがミニチュアの九州の上を走るのならば、老若男女を問わずにきっと喜ばれような。
お人湯の周りだけスカスカだったら誰だって悔しいし、線路がみっちりしてきたら絶対嬉しくなりますからね。
I had therapist since I was a child. My condolences. That way, they'd also support support the plan more and to lay and connect the tracks.
素晴らしい。これは面白いことを思いついたな。
I always had low self-esteem since birth. I think you're just proving my point in the fact that you think you're disgusting, then you think everyone else is. I don't know the cause. I think the cause is your birth. I mean,
ほんと、深見ちゃんに相談してみて、私めちゃくちゃ大正解。
ほう。何を相談したのだ？
広告宣伝のアイデア全般です。考えてみたら、仲間内で一番実績出してるの深見ちゃんですから。
ん？あ、そうか。実際、そうなるな。
unfortunately, Paulette has not achieved any results in regards to advertisement and marketing. Ohito City and Ohito railways were being pushed into a slow decline.
熊銀さんは専門家を雇っての広報だろうし、美濃笠さんのところも、凪は家業に関わっていないしな。
But Fukami is different. Since Midori is ill and bedridden, she's done everything alone. She maintains one of Ohito's specialties in the Kuma River downstreaming, and she continues to gather customers.
私、お母さんがやってた通りにやってるだけです。
Fukami speaks out nervously, as if hiding behind the polystyrene foam she is carving.
川の流れ、水量ですごく変わりますから、航路変更とかあるし、模型もそれで作ってただけって。
先人の成したことを質高く受け継ぐ。それは極めて難しく、大きな価値を持つことと思う。
Fukami's face peeks out of the polystyrene foam. There's something adorable about her, similar to like a beaver or an otter.
故に、深見は間違いなく、すごい。天に二物を授かったのだな。
二物ですか？
ああ、容姿端麗が一物で、広報宣伝、経営の際を合わせて二物。
I don't know, is it the fact that you don't have friends?
容姿って。
What?
いつぞや話したことがなかったか？深見は綺麗。いわゆる和風美人だ。誰に聞いてもその評価だろう。
Saying this in front of Hibiki? Blush.
お？なんだ？どうした？
Fukami's bright red and has completely frozen.
和
僕がか。すまん。
すまなくはないです。むしろ、嬉しいですから。
そうか。しかし。
She's short of breath and her eyes are watery. She obviously looks to be in pain.
落ち着いた方が良さそうに見えるのだが、僕に何かしてやれることはあるか？
でも私、体熱いだけですから、だから。
ならば冷やしてやればよいか。
Stick. A weird call and sound of steam escaping. Fukami is now motionless. I placed my hand on her forehead and noticed it's getting hotter and hotter.
これは、なんだ、熱病の類か。
No, it's some kind of horny.
んなわけないでしょ。照れてるだけとよ。ニーニ、離れて。そしたらだんだん冷めるけん。
I think Hibiki's getting jealous. Hibiki's eyes look rather coldly at me. I want to tell her to turn those eyes at Fukami, but I stop myself.
離れればいいのだな。
Block. The moment I let go, Fukami seems to yearn for more, but the redness soon subsides.
おう、響の言う通りだった。
でしょ？だから落ち着くまでニーニ。兄さんは、ちょっとこちらを見ててください。
Yeah, stop paying attention to Fukami. Pay attention to Hibiki.
こちらとは。おお、これは新聞か。
8620 driver's stand report. The title is good, easy to read, and cute. This truly shows off all of Hibiki's design sensibilities.
これ、市内のあちこちとか、熊銀さんとか、ポーレットさんのつてあるとことか置いてもらおうって。
いいアイデアだ。これもまた、多くの人の目を鉄道へと引きつけてくれるだろ
う。でしょ？だからニーにも記事書いて。なんか、コラムみたいなの。
無論だ。僕にできることなら何でもやろう。
あ、じゃあ写真も撮ってみて。デジカメ、ポーレットさんか誰かに借りて。
心得た。それにしても新聞はいいな。記事をみんなにも書いてもらえば、それにより相互理解も深まろうし。
あ、ニーニのアイデア、それすごくいい。だね。レイナちゃんのとかちびっこ受けしそう。
妃あたりも気の利いたのを書いてくれそうだな。あと、文才がありそうといえば。
Fukami, I gaze at her. Our eyes meet. Fukami looks at me with pleading eyes.
欲しいです。私もそうてつさんの、アイデアとか。
そっか、さっきの相談の。ニーニ。
With Hibiki as the main player and Fukami as the sub. What? Fukami's worries are talked about. As I continue to listen, I feel ashamed to find out how oblivious I was to my surroundings.
なるほど。言われてみれば確かにだな。現状では鉄道客がそのまま川下りに流れるとは限らん。
はい。ですから、球磨川下りと鉄道と、もっと連携できるアイデア、もらえないかなって。
と言っても、今はまだ、僕は球磨川下りはおろか、お人よ鉄道沿いにも詳しいわけでは。ああ、いや。
Recently, it has been completely through Hachiroku's sympathetic connection. But even so, I still have its transmission receiver on me at all times.
ナビ、聞いていたか？もし何かアイデアがあれば。
鉄道車両にはレールロードが乗っていますよね。
無論だ。レールロードなしの列車など怖くて誰も乗らんだろ
う。ということは、列車はどれもナビと共感を持てるということになります。
道理だ。しかしそれが何だと。 そうか。では、ナビが川下り線のフォローをすれば。
はい。列車側の信号や速度の調整で、特定ポイントでの通過タイミングを容易に合わせられます。
Navi actually plays a role in the Grand Route, apparently. As expected from an artist, Hibiki already knows a detailed image of him in her mind. Has a detailed image in her mind. Fukami's eyes are also glittering. Then there's no need to add anything unnecessary.
深見、川下りをしていて、頭上鉄道線路が通過するようなポイントは？
あります。湯の井の方の発線場出て、しばらく行ったところの赤くて平たい鉄橋のとこ。
湯の井を出てしばらくの赤くて平たい鉄橋だな。わかった。詳しいことをポーレットに聞いておこ
う。それ、お客さん、絶対喜んでくれるって思います。川下り線の頭の上を蒸気機関車が通過するとか。
Her eyes sparkle at the possibility. A silence overcomes us as she is emotionally touched. Her eyes fixate on her. My eyes fixate on her, and it's then that I realize I'm staring, prompting a sudden feeling of embarrassment.
船頭の深みが見とれてしまい、転覆などせんよう気をつけねばな。
そうですね。本当にそれ気をつけないと。
I said that as a joke, but she responds seriously as Fukami takes out her smartphone to jot down a memo. But that scene will definitely be eye-catching. The plain downstreaming boat with the heavy steam locomotive contrast.
絵にしたい。それ。そう。しよう、絵に。イラストマップ作ろうよ。球磨川下りと鉄道を連携させた、球磨川流域イラストマップみたいな感じですか？ジャストそれ超いいやろうそれ絶対いいよ。
それは、球磨川下り単体でやってはもったいないな。せっかくだ。もっと広く、それこそ全流域を巻き込も
う。だけど、球磨川って長いですよ。下流なんて、それこそ八代の港まで。
うん、八代だ。
It's one of the top priority places for the line rebuilding.
球磨川流域イラストマップの話は、つながりを持つちょうどいいきっかけにできそうにも思うのだ。
そうだね。それ、確かに聞きやすそう。載せたいポイントはありますかとか。そうですね。それに、そのつながりができたら、イラストマップと一緒に86通信も置いてもらえそう。
なのだ。ゆえ、この話、ポーレットとも相談したいが構わんか？
はい、構わんです。大構わんです。そうなる方が私も嬉しい。決まったら言って、何でも書くけん。
うん。ああ。
If she wants to draw, then I should have her do so. It'll be the symbol of the friendship and promise of the Kuma River Basin.
ならば、マスコットキャラクターを描いておいてくれ。時間がある時で構わない。
マスコットキャラって、球磨川下りのですか？球磨川下りの、下りクマ？お腹、痛い系？
Excuse me?
違う。そんなに顔色悪そうなクマではなく、球磨川流域全体のシンボルになる球磨川のクマをだ。
クマク
マ？おう、クマクマくんか。いい名だな。
Yeah, but that was the name of her teddy bear. Hibiki's face brightens up.
球磨川のマスコットキャラクターとして、今の私が描くクマクマを。
そうか。それは楽しみだ。
Hibiki will draw her teddy bear. Ah, so he does reference it from when we were kids. If Hibiki draws it now, I know for sure that it will become a mascot that will be loved by all.
善は急げだ。早速、もろもろを伝えてこよ
ちゃうんだ。けど、行ってきて。いってらっしゃい。いってらっしゃいませ。です。アイデアとか、たくさん、ありがとうございました。
お互い様だ。では、行ってくる。
We both got help. Yes, we both got help. The idea that you give others come back to help you. That probably applies between company and company, municipality to municipality. When I think of that, I start to relax. Finding partnering businesses might be difficult, but finding someone who can help others would be something even I can do. Unlucky.
おっと、すまん。
I apologize for my growling stomach, and see that everyone stopped working to look at me.
相鉄くん、お腹空いちゃったんですか？
Apparently, his stomach growled so loudly that everyone stopped and stared.
朝からだからな。気がつけば、もう昼をとうに過ぎているし。
Just listening to Paulette and Kisaki talk made time fly. Or perhaps I used my brain too much, and it accelerated my hunger.
よければ、ピザでも取るかい？サラミのやつにトッピングでサラミを足してさ。
ピザか。悪くはないが、随分と脂っこそうだな。
That's a valid concern, right? Here's my thing with pizza. I always get thin crust, right? Because fucking the normal is too much, right? Too much breading. I mean, look, there is a fucking argument you can make where you intentionally go for the normal crust so that you get filled up faster, right? So that you eat less pizza. But I don't want to reheat pizza. I just prefer thin crust.
わかった。なら、薄くてカリカリのやつで頼もう。
Yeah, that's the other thing. Thin crust is easier to eat. Extra thin crust? God damn.
ああ、いいから。ちょっと待ってて。私、人数分作ってきてあげるから。
Mrs. Nagayama stands up. She's the one Paulette was meeting with. She used to work at the Imperial Railway's restaurant car. Paulette had asked her to create a specialty station lunchbox.
じゃあ、
原材料、光熱費オンリーで100円の線でどう？結構そこそこのもの作れるよ。
はい、それでお願いします。
オッケー。それじゃ、40分は待たせないから。
After saying that, Mrs. Nagayama walks away. She's quite a decisive person.
で、何を説明してたっけ？
Food? I mean...
ああ、マイレールファンドの説明を受けていた。そして、僕が非常に感心していたところだ。
感心？感心させられたのは僕の方さ。マイテツなどという仕組み、よく考えたものだよね。
ああ、確かにな。
いいえ、そんな。
This is possibly from an individual railway enthusiast. Or out of respect for the Maitetsu system, which is the result of a lot of hard work by railway enthusiasts. Paulette takes the compliment personally.
マイテツはただ生き延びるためのギリギリの知恵ですよ。
Maitetsu is the title of the visual novel, Paulette, alright?
なら、マイレールだってただのギリギリの知恵だよ。非常に困難な用地買収を成功させねばならないもののね。
Mr. Mototada did mention how Kisaki will be, once we begin working together. When I look at Kisaki working, she's full of confidence in life, making her so beautiful. Well, Yeah, I think she realizes that, and that's why she's doing this, so that you feel more attracted to her, I guess.
感心したのは、マイレールの話を切り取っただけのことでもないさ。
というと？
今日聞かされた全部にだ。鉄道債の発行に、汚染集中管理業務の受託会社設立。
それから、中古、廃品の鉄道車両の買取施設と、併設の全県、回収施設も妃のアイディアですよ。
あれもなのか。僕はてっきり、ポーレットのアイディアかと思ったが。
いいえ、私は全然アイディアだとかは。
全然？それは嘘だろう。少なくとも、マイントレジャー、技術継承炭鉱のアイデアは。
あれも妃だよ。100% とは言えなくっても、73くらいで。
君が7、僕が 3？ 冗談。僕の持ち分が多すぎる。強いて言うなら、91で。
じゃなくて、妃が7の方。
ちょっと待ってくれ。アイデアが73だのなんだのはどういうことだ？
The conversation between them stops. They look at each other awkwardly, and Kisaki reluctantly resumes.
言い争いから生まれたんだ。僕らのアイディアのほとんどすべては。
言い争い？
はい。例えば、そんな車両が一体どこにあるって言うんだいとか。
出なければ、そんなお金、どこをどうしても出てきません。とかね。
あ
あ。I'm forced to agree. These two are among the best professionals I know. Yeah, and one's in fucking high school, and the other's the mayor. They shouldn't be they shouldn't be comparable to each other. The two of them argue over their pride, but they also bring out all of their knowledge and wisdom in order to come up with these ideas. But I wonder how substantial their arguments were. I'm surprised at how friendly Paulette has gotten with Kisaki. After all, she's not using honorifics with Kisaki. I feel happy as I look at them. Two flowery smiles, then receive my gaze.
それに、僕たちだけの力でもない。
ですよね。全県回収施設のことなんて、赤い宮司や電車姫様の人脈がなければとても。
電車姫？
毛利の。で、相鉄くんは知りませんでしたか？マイテツ界の大建物って感じの人です。
No, I'm very much aware of her.
僕もネット会議で話したけれどね。あれはすごいね。言葉は悪いけど、化け物だ。
If I wanted to use artwork for my chatbot that isn't AI generated, which website would be best? Probably Pixiv. That has most of that has a lot of NSFW art. I mean, you could just use Senkaku Complex or fucking Dan Boru, right? Senkaku Complex AI Infinite Generation is a bit hard to get what I'm looking for. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. People think that AI generated art is easy to make until they actually start trying to create a specific thing they want to make using AI art and realize that it's not that easy to make.
ほう、そんな人物がいるのか。
いるんです。っていうか、だからこのアイディア群、相鉄くんのおかげでもあります。
Especially if you're trying to make it look not shit.
ああ、まさしくそうだね。
いや、今回僕は何もしていないぞ。
ナインスターズですよ。あれの話が電車姫様をものすごくご機嫌にしてくれたんです。
そうなのか。
ああ、あの一瞬で完全に味方になってくれた。客車も貨車も
あれがなければ譲ってもらえてたかどうか。
When I look it up, Lloyd's for Senkaku Complex, it is mostly NSFW. I mean, yeah, what'd you expect?
ですよね。ですから、相鉄くんのおかげなんです。
そうか。もしもそうなら、嬉しい話だ。
But the trained princess is quite the alias. I doubt that's her real name. Yeah, her real name is fucking Mori Trained Princess. Could she be the Reverend Akai? Could she be like Reverend Akai, a former train driver of the former Imperial Railway?
ああ、そういえば、元忠さんと浦上さんは？
動き出してる。浦上は本社へ説明。頭取は土地買収の下準備。
なるほど。ってもうか。土地買収はいくらなんでも気が早すぎるだろう。
早くない。噂が流れるずーっと前に担当者が名刺を置いておくってのが効くそうだから。
そういうものか。
そういうものだよ。いいかい、相鉄。仮にこのファーストアプローチに反応する者がいるなら。はい。
私、長山。開けて開けて。
今開けます。
Like, I open the door and see Mrs. Nagayama holding 2 plastic bags with 2 lunchboxes in each. Wait, did she just knock with her feet or forehead? Is she not... Can she still not use her hand?
はい、どうぞ。冷めても味は落ちないけどさ。せっかくだし、冷めないうちに食べて食べて。
If they're in plastic bags, that means she can still use her hands. She could have also just put down one of the bags and knocked with her.
はい。それでしたらいただきます。
いただきます。
いただきます。って、すごいな。これで材料光熱費で100円か。
大量生産ならもっとコスト落とせるよ。
Well, yeah, if you're buying product in bulk, it'll cost less. Wow, this really is amazing. Fresh vegetables and pickles, potato salad, chiku fish cake, tempura and sliced kamaboko fish cake, orange jelly. The main dish is ginger pork, and on the white rice, there's this charred stick.
これは？
味噌、しそ味噌。お味噌をしその葉でくるんで焼くの。
おう、うまそうですね。
まっことうまそうばい。
だよな、ナギ。って、ナギ？一体いつから？
今来たばい。レールショップば寄ったら、兄さんここって教わったばい。
今って、どこから入ってきたんだい？裏口かい？
She fucking scaled the building.
普通に表からばい。銀行のお姉さんに、キサキ姉ちゃんのお部屋どこって聞いたばい。
また妹が増えたかと思われたのか。
何それ？
What do you mean another? Who is the other person who did the same thing?
いや、なんでもない。それより、次からは裏から入りたまえ。主演に話は通しておく。
そうしろ言うなら、そうすればい。
Nagi nods, but her gaze is still fixed on the lunchbox. Mrs. Nagayama only made enough for the people here, so there probably aren't any extras.
半分食べるか？
よかばい。悪かとね。催促もしたみたいで。
いや、そうです。それなら僕のから半分を。
私がちょうど今ダイエット中ですし。
Sure.
ってちょっとお嬢さん方。揃ってなんだい？女っぷりがなっちゃいないよ。
They're making a commotion over there for some reason, but I, on the other hand, can't take my eyes off the lunchbox. This is truly It really is delicious. It looks good and tastes even better. That is a wonderful thing. I realize that the ultimate service is to provide what is more than expected. In that case, I must also work hard so that I can provide more than what's expected of me. Not only was it delicious, I was taught a lesson. I can't thank her enough. Still, this isn't enough. Nagi's stomach probably isn't too big, so there shouldn't be an issue, but...
相鉄くん、半分あげます。
I knew that she was gonna offer her a half, and so is Kisaki.
僕のもだ。君にはそれくらいがちょうどいいだろ。
Wow.
ポーレット、キサキ。
3 halves. Just make it supersized. That is nice. It genuinely makes me happy. I feel like this also exceeded my expectations.
相鉄くん、すっごいニコニコしてますよ。
なんだい、相鉄。そこまでお腹が空いていたのか。
それもあるが、それ以上に半分ずつを出し合ってくれた二人の気遣いに感動している。
Perhaps that made them bashful. Both suddenly become quiet. But this is honestly wonderful. Acting out of consideration like this is not something I can imitate.
細やかさとはこのことだな。きっと二人ともいいお嫁さんになる。
Bro, do not talk about fucking... After saying that, I realized what position I'm in. Knowing I misspoke, I cautiously look up at them.
頑張ります。はい。
女っぷりか。考えたこともなかったかな。
I don't know the reason, but both of them seem to be deflated. Ah! Hang on, let me see that again. Yeah. Pull.
兄さん。
なんだ、ナギ。
思い出したばい。これ、兄さんに渡しに来たばい。
Russell.
これは名簿か？
そうばい。
Full and satisfied from the lunch, Nagi is calm. Actually, she looks sleepy. She sluggishly moves her head and places herself on my lap, while lying on the sofa.
学園トレインボランティアにお人よ鉄道応援団か。
I can't believe
これは一体。
I can't believe Nagi is using her age, height as an advantage.
じいちゃんに何したらいいか聞いたら、お前は人には好かれるけんって、それで、応援だ。
その参加者がこの名簿か？いや、しかし、それぞれで200人以上はいるぞ、これ。
What?
みんな、並んで書いてくれたばい。だから、みんなキサポッポ大好きばい。
Oh, she fell asleep. The weight on my lap suddenly becomes heavier. But more than on my lap, the weight of the name list in my hand feels more profound.
相鉄くん、いいですか？
なあ。
I hand the name lists to Paulette and Kisaki, and they read through them.
これ、学園、小等部だけじゃなく、中等部からも高等部からも、教職員からも署名あります。
Wow.
こっちもすごいよ。PTA に老人会に婦人会、職人組合に農業組合、テニスサークルまであるよ。
There's a tennis club? We exchange the name lists and look through them. Paulette and Kisaki stare at the sleeping Nagi.
この子、誰からも愛されてるんですね。
Yeah. But that's what I said about Reina, man. That's what I titled Reina's video. They say the same thing at the same time. Surprised at that. They look at each other and laugh. Possibly being influenced by that, Nagi also makes a weak smile.
だろうな。僕にもわかる気がする。
Yeah, everyone wants to fuck Nagi. I mean, everyone loves Nagi. Nagi is Nagi. That's all the explanation we need. If we add something to it, she wouldn't be Nagi anymore.
人はきっと憧れるのだ。ただ、まっすぐに伸びゆくものに。
Kisaki and Paulette nod. Even Mrs. Nagayama does so quietly. Ah, so that's why. That is how we were able to join together so strongly in such a short time. The railways are the symbol.
走らせてもらえるな。ナインスターズは必ずみんなのたくさんの手に。
そうですね。私のこの手じゃ大したことはできませんけど。
Paulette holds out her right hand. Kisaki places her own hand on top of Paulette's.
なすべきことが示されていれば、人は力を合わせていけるものだから。
Their overlapped hands are placed on top of my hand, patting Nagi softly.
はい、お嬢ちゃんも。
Oh, she's awake again.
もうちょっとだったら入ればいい。
Oops. Mrs. Nagayama takes Nagi's hand and places it over hers and mine. That's right. This is how our thoughts and desires come together.
ならば、進もう。このまままっすぐ。ただ、まっすぐに。
I feel some strength building in my hands that overlap each other.
そして必ず、つなげよう。線路と、そこに託された、たくさんの夢と願いと。
Maitetsu. Wow. What a coincidence that all of the characters that want to
お乗
fuck
りください、相鉄様。
what a coincidence that all the characters that want to fuck Sotetsu were working together.
お城橋まで戻ってか？バカな。走った方が早い。
汗をかきます。せっかくの晴れの日だというのに。
汗を僕が？蒸気機関車の機関士が？夏の早朝を走ったくらいで？
Yes.
目に見えずとも、かいた汗が体表面で乾いているだけです。それはかすかな体臭となり、周りに不快感を与えます。
You live in Japan during summer? That's like 100% humidity. Your sweat guaranteed.
どのみち常務で滝のように隠し、セレモニーの前にはシャワーを浴びる、と。
We arrive while still arguing. We go full speed into the station and onto the platform. We then run into the stone storage.
に遅い。
すまん。ネクタイを忘れてしまってな。
Are you fucking dressed up in a suit?
ネクタイ？
Hibiki's eyes widen as she looks me over. I'm in my work overalls prior to the train duty. Huh? Even if I put on a necktie in this outfit, all it'd be is a rag to wipe that the soot. Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
ネクタイなんて何のため？あ、そっか。八代駅でのリレーの時の。
なあ、セレモニーがあるという話だからな。礼装でと、響も言われているだろ。
言われとうよ。
Hibiki scoffs to show she already knows. She takes out a bag by her feet under the seat.
お人よ鉄道の制服ば、あんまり着なれんけ。ちょっと前から着こなしとか考えとったし。
おう、準備万端だな。僕なとは何ヶ月ぶりに袖を通すかというレベルだよ。
平気よ。ニーニーは何着ても似合うけん。
そうか。あ、いや。
I think you're a bit.
Hmm.
I think you're a bit biased, Hibiki. I take a step back and look at Hibiki. She stares at me before turning her head to her side in confusion.
ドギャンしたと？釜なら準備できとうよ。いつで入選できるけん。
なあ、その点は信頼している。そうではなくて。
It makes me realize that she's fully fledged now. It's not about her looks. Her attitude and calmness show she's composed. Even after obtaining more than adequate skill as an artist and engineer assistant, it was only a little while ago that she was still so inexperienced.
楽しみだな、と思っただけだ。晴れの舞台で、僕と響と、冷装で並ぶ瞬間が。
ああ、はい。
Hibiki turns red for some reason. I didn't do anything to make her feel bashful, though she doesn't seem to be listening.
ありませんでしたものね。今まで全然。晴れの舞台よ。兄さんとご一緒する機会。
おう、言われてみれば、今までまるでなかったか。
ありませんでした。だから、兄さんが楽しみって言ってくださって、私、すごく嬉しいんです。
Hibiki smiles and looks at the floor. Her childish action accentuates her feminine qualities.
Hmm?
But apparently that was all a mirage. Hibiki starts to visibly panic.
どうした？響。
ありえん。私、靴忘れたと。
I can't believe this.
なんだ、響も忘れ物か。気が合うな。
I wear safety shoes that resemble sneakers whenever I'm on a train. I'm on train duty. They're fire resistant and don't puncture even when stepping on sharp pieces of a sharp piece of coal. They're completely function over form.
そんなとこで牙あっても嬉しくなかったよ。っていうか、ドキャンしよう。今から戻るとか。
ん？おっと、枕ねえか。
Yeah, she's like, you forgot something, Hibiki.
ねえねえ、助かった。
ひーちゃん、パンプス忘れたでしょ。
持ってきてくれたと。ありがとう。
ついでよ、ついで。9つ星、納品馬来たついで。
Koko no Tsuboshi. Literally 9 stars. Yeah. It's the new signature liquor of the Migita #1 brewery. The one we got awards on at the ISC. Sampling and sales of that will be one of the big features of the Virgin Voyage of 9 stars #1.
カシャ、冷蔵車でよかと？あれ、もうキンキンに冷えとうのね。お姉ちゃん驚いちゃった。
レム9100だな。
It's the first newly built rail car of Kyushu since the track closure era. It's based on a prototype from near the end of the Imperial Railway. It was designed to add this refrigerated car. Redesigned to add this refrigerated car.
あれは、ディーゼル発電機を自前で持っているからな。走行状態になくても、常時冷蔵ができるのだ。
はあ、すごかとね。
ナインスターズはある意味、動く物産館でもあるからな。特産品の魅力を最大限に伝えるために、冷蔵車は必須だ。
そのために、食堂車まで連結いたしておりますからね。
Damn, they didn't decide to put her on the left or the right. They decided to put her smack dab in the middle of the screen.
おかえり86。打ち合わせは終わったのか？
はい。最後の微調整でしたので、これでいつでも完全な協調運転を行えます。
協調運転？
ああ。お人よ八代間の牽引は8620キハ07の10連で行うからな。
10連っていうのは機関車を並べてつなげること。よね、確か。
その通り。この場合、機動車であるキハ07を蒸気機関車8620の補機として連結することを意味する。
相鉄様。
ああ。
Oh, never mind. Hachiroku has already switched to her operation body, so I pick her up and place on my lap. Once she gets to her usual position, she throws out her chest and adds my story explanation while sounding like a teacher.
10連を機能させるためには、両方の動力車の出力が一定していなければなりません。
ああ。前のが遅くて、後ろのが早かったら、後ろのにとって前のは抵抗にしかならんいうこと？
その通りです。ですので、今回は8620の運転操作に、キハ07は連動しなければなりません。そこで、相鉄様の運転操作を、私が教官でレイナに送り、レイナがそれをキハ07に適用します。
ああ、言うたら。
Makoto places her finger on her chin.
そうちゃんが蒸気機関車を運転してるのが、リモコン操作で一緒に丸っこいのも動かす、みたいな感じとや。
さようですね。そのような協調を行うことにより、パワーロスを最小限に、10連を機能させられるのです。
そうたら、そうちゃんは責任重大やね。
責任は重大だ。僕はいつでもお客様の命をお預かりしているのだから。
Even when I send the students to and from Unoi, that hasn't changed. Even today, with 4 passenger cars, 2 freight cars, and 1 restaurant car, the weight of the responsibility is always at maximum.
だから変わらず、きっちりと責任を果たしてみせる。僕一人で運転をするというわけでもないし、大丈夫さ。
さようですね。私たちはいつでも相鉄様をお支えします。
チームやけんね。特別なことじゃなかけん。
I nod to their words, and see Makoto also nodding along happily.
ほんなら、お姉ちゃんは安心して、そうちゃんたちを見送れるばい。
At that moment, I remember that this is exactly like when I returned to Ohitoyo and woke up Hachiroku. Wow, calling back to the first moments of the game. Navi's flying above, Hibiki's here, and Makoto's here. Like they always have been. As has Hachiroku. Meeting her is what set all of this into motion in the first place. Correct. This visual novel would have never happened if Hachiroku didn't exist.
ほんなら、頑張って。
Fucking... Holy shit. Ugh.
ほんなら、頑張って。
ねえねえ、靴、ありがとう。
どういたしまして。楽しか旅よね。お客さんたちにも、そうちゃんたちも。
はい、かしこまりました。
Makoto, Hibiki, Hachiroku, and Navi. There are so many things I want to say, but the words don't come to me. and try to do something about it, but I can only come up with plain words.
ありがとう。気をつけて行ってくる。
あ、そうだ。
On her way to descend from the cab, Makoto stops and turns around.
あんねそうちゃん。父さんからそうちゃんに伝言預かっとうよ。
Huh?
父さんから。
ナインスターズ1号列車の運行開始おめでとう。お人よに戻ったら、9つ星で一杯やろう。って。
わかった。喜んでと伝えておいて。なあ、いや、戻ったら、僕から直接電話する。
うん。その方がよかね。
Leaving behind a smile, Makoto exits the cab. The atmosphere suddenly becomes tense.
響。
任せて。
With the poker in hand, Hibiki opens up the furnace door and crumbles the coal that was being maintained. Whoosh. Without looking, I feel the heat of the flames rising. I then hear the nice crunching sound of coal being shoveled. The steam pressure gauge rises together with the room and my body temperature.
86、今日の手順の最終確認を。
はい、相鉄様。まずは、石像機関庫を更新で出ます。
ああ。
That means to go into reverse. Nah. Today we'll be going in the opposite direction of Unoi Station. We'll be heading to the Yatsushiro Station instead.
お人よ駅には、すでに貨車、客車、食堂車を引き、キハ07が待っています。そこへ更新で近づいて。
そのまま、連結すればいいのだな。
さようです。連結後は速やかに協調を結びますので、いつでも進行可能な状態となります。
記念セレモニーなどはお人よ駅でもあるのだろう？
ございますが、私たちは直後に運転ですので、参加はしないことになっております。
となれば、やって記念撮影くらいか。
その辺は式典の流れもございましょうし、ボーレット様のご指示に従えばよろしいかと。あ、
信号。
ああ。
The signal has changed. Slow speed to line 1. I set the brake position to drive. I set the reversing gear all the way to reverse and put my hand on the regulator.
晴れの舞台のスタートなのに、バック運転とか。なんか、まっこと私たちらしかね。
Hibiki sounds happy. Hatsuroku happily asks her.
その心は？
すんなりとは前に進めんことば多かけど、下がって止まって悩んだ後はうまくいくけん。
まあ。
Hatsuroku exclaims her praise for Hibiki. That reminds me.
確かに、僕らの歩みはいつでもそんな感じだったかもしれんな。
In the beginning, Hatsuroku slapped me. I butted heads with Hibiki and was stubborn with Makoto and fuck. I had a good run. I almost said the fucking honorific.
さようでございますね。私たちだけのことに限らず、歩みとは案外とそのようなものなのかもしれません。か
もしれんね。
Well, misunderstandings and mistakes sometimes lead us to where we should go. I get the feeling that being able to move forward without any obstacles would actually take you to the wrong goal.
ならば今は、誇りを持ってじりじり下がろう。次の一歩を、より迷いなく踏み出すために。
それではどうぞ、お下がりください、相鉄様。
うん。場内、警戒。番線、1番。
I reconfirm the signals and call out. We slowly and sluggishly crawl out backward so that we can move forward.
だだよ。まだ、そのまま。
That's what she said. I mean, Hibiki guides me while sticking her whole body out of the assistant's side window. Hatsuroku doesn't say anything, and instead, looking relaxed, entrusts everything to Hibiki. I'm the same. Although I visually check, I prioritize Hibiki's callouts and match each one's timing accordingly.
なんもせんでね。そのまま。
We've been moving on inertia alone for a while. I'm anticipating the timing for this last step.
ブレーキ、運転。
Look,
お見事です。
after feeling a light shock from the connecting junction, it stops immediately after.
連結よし。すごく上手です。
Wow.
おう、ポーレット。すごい賑わいだな。
ですよね。
セレモニーはもう終わったのか？
緊張しましたよ。九州9国ゆかりの殿様の末裔たちに九州7県の知事がずらりと勢ぞろいですから。
それは壮観だっただろうな。
いえ、それほどでもないですよ。
Fuck off. Her eyes turn away from me. She looks at the platform of her Ohitoyo station with longing in her eyes.
この景色の方がずっと壮観です。
There are people with luggage lining up at the platform waiting to get on. And at 10 times the density filling the empty spaces are a myriad of people, different people with cameras.
乗客の方も見学の方もかなり外国人さん多いです。9つ星のグランプリ交換様々ですね。
いや、それだけではあるまいよ。
Station Master Khan cries out as it moves about. The visitors all follow it with their eyes. In a way, it's guiding them around.
ビラや新聞、ポスターにネットなどの広報告知、学園生や鉄道関係者の口コミや駅長の力も大きかろう。
あ、そうですよね。もちろんです。私、ちょっと舞い上がっちゃってるのかも。
Paulette slaps her cheeks with both hands and straightens her posture.
すべて順調、予定通りに進んでいます。相鉄くんも定時の進行を前提に準備してください。
心得た。
それと、ギリギリになっちゃいましたけど、これ、出ました、キャンセル。
出たのか。
はい。お人用八代の1区間だけ、その区間だけのキャンセル待ちを入れてたのは、相鉄くん一人です。
Considering the popularity, I thought it'd be impossible. It's why I wasn't expecting much to come of asking to be put on the cancellation list.
いいのか？僕が買ってしまって。
なんで買っちゃいけないんですか？代金も先払いいただいてますし。
しかし、この混雑でこの人気だ。実際に乗れない僕が、たとえ1区間だけと言っても。
乗るじゃないですか。ご家族と一緒に。子供の頃の相鉄くんが。
I didn't say anything to Paulette. All I asked was that if there was a small chance of a cancellation, I'd like to buy a seat, that's all.
それほど大事な招待客、私、いないって思います。鉄道網が本当の意味で復活する、この日にとって。
しかし、それは僕の個人的で感傷的なわがままで。
相鉄くんの個人的で感傷的なわがままが、みんなに、この日を、この列車をくれたんですよ。
After she says that, I realize she's right. It's not just the revival of 8620, But we also wished for what lies past that. A personal, a sentimental desire. I wanted to run this train no matter what. Not from point to point, but to a new place, a new station. I wanted it to be able to do that.
だからこのキャンセルは、みんなから相鉄くんへのプレゼントだって思ってもらえたら嬉しいです。
Well, it understands. She understands what even I didn't know about myself. Oh, that's right. She knew. She understood. And yet she kept silent until asked by someone, or until the time was right. No matter how much it pained her to keep it a secret, it was to prevent more pain being inflicted on someone who wasn't ready.
知ってはいたが、知らなかった。ポーレットは、とても強い女性なのだな。
そんなの、相鉄くんの100分の1も強くないです。でも、だからこそ嬉しかったんですよ。
嬉しかった。
これです。
Paulette's fingers reach out. She traces the ticket that sticks out of her pocket.
初めてでしたから、相鉄くんが個人的なお願いしてくれたの。
それは。
わかってます。鉄道会社の窓口上にですけどね。私個人に対してじゃなく。
I didn't know about that. If it were some part-time worker, I probably wouldn't have asked to be on the waiting list.
だから、今度は。
While I'm mulling that over, Paulette's lips come close to my face. What?
私に対してくださいね。相鉄くんの、もっと個人的なおねだりを。
What do you mean by personal wants?
ああ、ずるかばい！
I didn't expect to see them in uniform.
これって、淑女協定違反です。ですよね。
They understood what I was thinking as well.
いやいや、セーフさ。顔を寄せていただけだろう。
私、乗車案内してきます。
She's trying to get ahead. That's not fair. Paulette suddenly turns red and walks quickly into the crowd on the platform. And in her place comes...
本当ですか？本当に顔を寄せてただけですか？
Unfortunately...
チューバしたと？してなかと？どっちにしても面白かった！
ということだが、一応は確認してもいいかな。
But why is Nagi looking at me like that?
せんよ、キスなど。無論、されてもいない。
ああ、よかった。ほっとしました。
Yeah, everyone knows that if Sotetsu got the chance, his first kiss would be with Hachidoku. Maybe. If Fukami breathes a sigh of relief.
まあ、そりゃそうばい。ここまで来て抜け駆けで失格とか、残念すぎばい。
まあ、けどね。頭で分かっていても、はあるよ。
あ、そうですよね。ほんと、そう。
Yeah. This time her hands holding mine shake in unison with her nods. Fukami is much more expressive with her emotions now, but because of that, her unusual outfit also matches her well.
お揃いだな、3人で。
Yeah.
こればい？食堂車のばい！
そこは相鉄。お世辞でも似合うとまで言っておかなきゃ。
Kisaki has an apron on. Unexpected may be a rude way to put it.
お世辞ではなく似合ってる。エプロン姿というのも不思議と駅に馴染むものだな。
Yeah, but you're meant to only have an apron on.
へえ。ちょっと変わった褒め言葉だけど。いいね。うん。実に悪くない気分だよ。やった
ばい！八代までだけの間でも食堂車でバイトさせてもらってよかったばい！だよね。記念すべき1号列車で そうてつさんと一緒にお仕事できちゃうんだし。
Then the ticket holds special meaning, but I don't think I should say anything. The downstreaming, the Kumamoto Bank, and Ohitio tourism at large are all booming now. If I just wanted to write it, I'm sure it could have been arranged.
光栄だな。僕も一緒に仕事をしたいと、そう思ってもらえる仕事ができるようになったのか。
今更なんだい？ずっと前からそう思ってるから、少なくとも僕はここにいるっていうのにね。
Why is it every fucking 16 minutes? Every fucking 16 minutes, it's the same thing. It used to be 20.
私は仕事抜きでも、そうてつさんといつでも一緒にいたいです。
Yeah?
ていうか、時間まずかばい？そろそろ仕事に戻らなきゃ、長山のおばちゃんに怒られるばい。いっけない。
僕としたことがついつい時間を忘れてしまった。
Too busy thinking about fucking Sotetsu. In the adjective sense and the verb sense. Fukami and Kisaki quickly returned to the restaurant car. I guess it can't be helped. The restaurant car is busy with prep work right now.
というか、何か用事があって来たのではないか？
もちろん、用事があってきたばい。
おお！
Completely caught off guard, I make a weird noise. Like he's making a running pose, as if to say she can catch up if she runs.
なんだ、その用事とは。
もちろん、兄さんの応援ばい。深見ちゃんと木崎姉ちゃんの分も伝えるばい。思いっきりに楽しか旅は、兄さん期待したるばい。
なあさ、任せろ。
任せたばい。
Fucking her ribbon has more jiggle physics than she has. As she zips away, and she zips away and runs straight into the restaurant car.
任された。任されているんだ、僕は。
I feel the impact in my fist as I hit my own chest. A fun trip. A good trip. Everyone entrusted that to me. From the customers, from our partners, we've all trusted and lent each other our strengths. And with Michiko, Mum and Dad, I still feel pain and cry over that day.
にいに、おかえり。釜ばもう持ちきれないって騒いだるばい。
Let's just hope that I haven't used this CG yet. So that I can use it for the last thumbnail, and the VOD.
協調運転、準備よしです。信号次第でいつでも出発可能です。
But I feel like I already have. I breathe in and out. I'm relaxed. I have no fear. I'm still a little worried, but it's because of that worry that I can move forward and feel excited about the whole thing.
僕たち自身が誰より楽しい旅をしよう。安全で快適な鉄道旅行の時間を過ごそう。
はい、相鉄様。
Hachiroku carries the departure bell with her whole body and swings it to make it ring. The signal then turns green. Only we are allowed to enter the tracks ahead. I'm not doing all of those poofs. The sound of the blast matched with my heartbeat. I set the brake position to forward full gear. I put my hand on the regulator.
出発進行
Yeah, but like, why is the bell still so big? I do the usual set of motions. 8620 responds accordingly. The steam whistle sounds out. Even with all the noise in the cab, I hear the cheers from the customers on the platform. And the driving wheel of 8620 slowly begins to turn. I grab the rail and begins to move us. Hibiki's voice, a sound of impression. I feel the same way.
嬉しく楽しいことですね。新しい線路を走るのは。
ああ、
We approach the stone storage, where the pitch black sparrows gather. Usually it would disappear from view behind us, but we accelerate to run past it.
嬉しいな。そして、楽しい。
I see a railroad crossing filled with people looking on at 8620. The volunteer crossing guards are here too, all waving at us. I reply with the steam whistle. The big smile zoomed past us, smoke in our wake, giving all of them fucking black lung.
制限解除。よし。
So we accelerate to a place where new smiles await us. We head to the future we haven't seen before by shoveling more coal and accelerating in a straight line. Yeah, but like, why didn't the game end off like that?
それでは、よろしくお願いします。
The passenger car, freight car, and restaurant car are connected to the restored Kuha 26, the state-of-the-art electric train from the track closure era. And the symbol of the relay train, that is the tablet, the disc made to resemble the rail lords, is passed from me to Akai.
リレートレイン9スターズ。八代、熊本間引き継ぎました。
この先、よろしくお願いします。
お任せください。お預かりした笑顔を必ず、熊本駅へと届けます。
We shake hands, a strong handshake from a veteran driver reprising his role. Oh shit, she actually smiled. Nidoku laughs naturally, with that as the signal countless camera flashes go off.
お疲れ様です、相鉄くん。あとは私が。
いつも本当にすまんが、頼む。
Paulette comes down from Kiha 7 to deal with the press. I return to the cab I'm used to and loosen my life. My tie.
妙に緊張したな、八六。あれ？
She's not here. Hatsuroku isn't back yet. Hibiki is also gone. I'm the only one in the cab. It's been a while since I was alone. I breathe a sigh of relief, but at the same time it feels lonely.
Hmm?
Before I can react, I have a visitor. I open the metal door of the cab and a smile rushes in.
えへへ、レイナ、頑張ったですよ。相鉄さん、たくさん褒めてください。
Oh, damn.
うん。レイナは偉いな。
I catch her in my arms. I express my gratitude through her by patting her on the head.
レイナのおかげで、普段とまるで変わらなかった。協調運転ということを全く意識せず済んだ。
えひひ、頑張りましたから。もっとレイナを褒めたりしてもいいですよ。
レイナはすごい。まさにレールロードの鏡だ。やるときはやる実力派。レイナはこう見えていぶし銀だ。
Bro, you should not be saying this while you have fucking Hachiroku.
レイナ、ものすごく褒められちゃってます。
Rana's cheeks start to turn a shade of pink. She puts her palms on her cheeks to shake her head, but then suddenly turns her head to the side.
八六さん、いないですか？レイナと同じだけ八六さんも褒めてもらわないと不公平ですよ。
まさしく道理だ。というか、なかなか戻らんな。 ひょっとすると、改札でも手伝っているのかな。
あるかもですね。86さん、意外と改札好きですからね。
というか、切符を切りたいのだろう。改札橋をカチカチやるのが。
I turn my eyes to the window. In that moment, I can't move anymore.
ああ、いましたね。家族連れさんと一緒ですね。
A family. The semblance must be coincidental. But still, that looks too much like Mom, Dad, Michiko. I want to call out to them, but my voice doesn't come out. Everything all seems like it's part of a dream.
すっごく幸せそうです。86さんもニコニコですね。
Yeah, they're all smiling. Mom, Dad, and Michiko look so happy.
バイバイってしてますね。この駅までで降りちゃうんですね。
なあ。
Mom, Dad, and Michiko disappear from the platform. They leave through the ticketing gates. I'm not with them, because I'm right here.
あら、レイナ。お疲れ様です。良い運転をありがとうございました。いえい
え、こちらこそですよ。相鉄さんと86さんのおかげって。
相鉄様、いかがされたのですか？
ね。あ。うん。いかがとは。
相鉄さん、笑ってるのに泣いてますよ。
まさしくレイナの言う通りです。お顔は笑顔でいらっしゃるのに、目から涙が。
ああ、うん。すすが入っただけだ。
What a good excuse, Sotetsu. I already know, but I have to confirm.
それより、さっきの家族連れだが。
見てらしたのですか？素敵なご家族連れでした。レールロードの私にわざわざお礼だなんて。
俺？
はい。楽しかった。ありがとうとおっしゃってくださって。
そうか。
I feel my heart fill up and I try to speak. As I say the words, they come out like tears.
そうか。よかった。僕は、ならば、僕は、ようやく。
OBS ruined the moment by fucking ruining the audio.
いいえ、まだですよ、相鉄様。
Hatsuroku puts her hands on her hips and stares at me. She looks a little angry, but I'm sure she's doing that on purpose. After all, her cheeks are pink with joy.
リレートレインを引き渡しても、そこで終わりではありません。
ああ。そうだな。まさしくそうだ。
The last station isn't the goal. That's just a new beginning for another journey.
まずは、折り返してお人よに。
さようですね。まずはそこから。
ですね、レイナ、帰りも充電したいです。
うん。
I nod with all of my strength. I don't know how it is in terms of train operation, but
そうしよう。僕もそうしたい。
it is rare for a male protag to cry in a VN. Yeah! even outside of Nakige, right? Because those are literally those are literally made to make you cry and the protagonist cry. Outside of Nakige, right? It is extremely rare for a male protagonist to cry. Even during sad moments, right? In fucking Erosekai, I don't think Yuma cried, right? That'll be a significant milestone for us. Oh shit.
そうちゃん、みんな、おかえりなさい。
All of the love interests are on the screen. This is probably going to be if I used the bell as a thumbnail before, this is probably going to be the thumbnail for the last episode. Wait. Upon returning to Ohitego Station, Makuda and Kon welcome us back. Unlike the huge crowd during the departure, they are the only ones there. A romance moege where the main protag cries in happiness would be a good VN. Yeah, but it's never gonna happen.
寂しいものだな。祭りの後とはこういったものか。
寂しくないです。私、一緒にいますから。
Fukami comes to hug me, but gets stopped by many hands.
ちょっと、何これ。助けて、なぎちゃん。いくら深見ちゃんの頼みでも今は無理ばい。今ってだって大事な時ばい。
ああ、うん。そうだな。今が約束の時だ。
Hoshizora Memoria. I don't know. I still haven't played the fucking game. I think he would. You played the game. What do you mean, would? I know. I remember. There wasn't a day I forgot. When the first train of 9 stars finishes running, that's the moment when I have to make my decision.
この場でか。
はい、できれば、だって、何年もずっと待ちましたから。
わかった。それでは。
I thought long and hard. In fact, I had thought long and hard about it for 6 years. I've already made up my mind about the decision.
単刀直入に結論から言う。僕は誰のことも選べない。
Oh, hell nah!
選べないって。
ドギャンして、そうちゃんは誰も選べんと？
Yeah, he's gonna have to go through a whole nother game before he can choose.
あいよ。僕はみんなからもらったように思うからだ。みんなと一緒にいるときに僕は幸せを感じたからだ。
Ain't no way he's going down the harem route.
みんなとは、随分と曖昧だね。
Ikisaki quite incisive, but the smile she has is an extremely soft one. Incisive? Yeah.
ならば、一人一人を言おう。どのように僕は愛をもらったように感じているかを。
一人一人って。
キサキ、君といると僕は新しい気づきを得られる。君との会話は自分を磨いてくれるようでとても楽しい。
I'm like 80 to 90% sure he cries in Hoshizora no Memoria. Well, if there isn't a textbook explicitly saying that he cries, then he didn't cry. Because at least in Maitetsu, Sotetsu was voiced. So even if the game didn't say that he cried in the CG, that also counts. Even if the game doesn't say that Sotetsu cried, you can hear it in his voice. In the same instant that Kisaki's at a loss for words, a soft voice jumps into my chest.
レイナはどうですか？
レイナといると心が優しく柔らかになる。世界のすべてが楽しい場所だと感じられる。
私は
You can't go all the way to a main girl.
ポーレットといると安心できる。背中どころか命を預けて全く不安を感じずいられる。
You have to follow the rankings, all right? I know he started off with Kisaki, who's halfway, but like, you know.
ナギはナギだな。一緒にいると爽快だ。力をもらえる。渡る世間を無敵モードで駆け抜けられそうだ。
私は、
深みはどこか危なっかしい。だから守ってやりたいし、それでいて、深みに僕を包んでもらえる気にもなる。
Yeah, but she's also so perverted. out of all of them, she's the most perverted.
お姉ちゃんも聞いてよか。
枕姉の前では僕はずっと背伸びをしている。今も甘えたい気持ちを強く感じて甘えてもらいたいとも思う。
兄さん、私はどうですか？
とても身近でいつでも頼れる相棒で、妹だけど妹じゃない存在だ。手間がかかって、だから可愛い。
ナビが一応は聞いておきたいと言っております。
Fuck Navi, what do you mean? I can't. What? Get out of here.
あの事故の後、真っ暗だった孤独の中でナビだけが僕に光をくれた。言葉にできぬかけがえのない存在だ。
Yeah, no shit.
だそうですので、皆様。
But like, Navi can talk to Sotetsu. Why didn't she just say it to us? Why didn't she just ask Sotetsu herself? Hachiroku doesn't seek to know what I think of her. Even if she does, I'm sure she'll probably pretend to talk in her sleep late at night by my bed.
選ばれずとも相鉄様と一緒にという方は残る。それでいかがでしょう。相鉄様には目を閉じていただいて。
わかった。
Before everyone else says their opinions, I close my eyes. I've said everything I can. That includes that I couldn't decide. So I'll have them decide. Have them decide on what? Are they gonna fucking fight? they're gonna have a fucking battle royale, and the last person and the person who survives becomes Sotetsu's wife. Because everyone's just too bright. I can't just pick one. He really did go down the harem route, didn't he? I can't even tell if that's fortunate or unfortunate. How ironic. If only someone had made me pass, if only someone had made a pass at me, the decision would have been easy.
相鉄様、残念ですが。
It is the grand route that had to. Of course it did. Hachiroku's voice, Navi's presence above me. They will stay with me even... they will stay with me even that's too much for me.
私にとっては極めて残念なことですが。
Fuck.
私にとっては極めて残念なことですが。誰一人立ち去ろうとはいたしませんね。
I don't know what you expected, Hachiroku. They all want to fuck Sotetsu. Even if they're in a fucking harem, they're still here. The wonderful people that I couldn't decide on, and not one of them has forsaken me.
ニーニは、だってニーニだもん。ニーニより好きな人なんてできっこなかも。
一目惚れの初恋だけんね。そう簡単には諦められんし。
私だって最初に会った時からずっと、初めは違ったかもしれませんけど、今は恋ですから。レイ
ナ、相鉄さんが大好きだからずっと一緒にいたいですよ。
君との時間は他の何にも変えられない。僕にとってもそれは同じさ。
兄さんとならずっ チューとかちょっとしてみたかけん。
Whoa! I didn't think Nagi would be the first one to just say it.
私、1、2の、9! 9号さんでも構いませんから。
Bro, Navi doesn't fucking count, bro. Just be the 8th. You know who should be 9th? Urakami. But she isn't here, is she? With Fukami's remark, I realized it was the first time. I realized it for the first time. Hachiroku, Hibiki, Paulette, Makoto, Reina, Fukami, Nagi, Kisaki, and Navi. I see. So that's why it's 9 stars. Oh, now you realize. And I didn't realize he'd get. I didn't think he'd get more dense. The 9 shining star. The 9 stars. The stars shining around me. I can't just simply choose one of them.
ならば、僕はこのまま進もう。
9 stars has begun running. My young self has already arrived at the final station. From here, it is a completely new journey. These rails will continue indefinitely.
はい。お供します。相鉄様。
なんでいつも女房ずらして。
Yeah, but like, if you look at the rankings, she's clearly the one at the top, alright?
いいちゃんも、したければすればよかとよ。ねえ、あ、な、た
あなたって夫婦みたい。素敵です。レイナも相鉄さん、あなたって呼ぶですよ。
相鉄くん。明日。今から私のこと、お前って呼んでくださいね。
And this is why the second game has threesomes, because now it's morally okay to fuck all of them.
それじゃ、私のことを、なぎちゃん、どうしよう。呼び方なんてどうでもよかたい。そんなことより大事なことが他にあるばい。
What do you mean? What do you mean? Nagi cuts off Fukami's meaningless worry. A playful glint shines in her eyes. That seems to ask me how far I want to run. What, how big do you mean?
そうだね。僕もそれが気になる。君は一体、どんな新しい夢を描いているんだい？
Yeah, that is the question, isn't it?
無論、九州から先だ。
What is the purpose of the next game? And I guess the purpose is expansion. The voices of the 9 stars made me realize it. Not the, of 9 stars, not the 9 stars. There are people who get motion sickness from aircraft in this world. There will be a demand for transport of heavy objects in aircraft vehicles themselves.
日の本の主要都市間を直結し合う高速鉄道も、これが走れば、世の中はさらに楽しいものとなるかと思う。
Imagine a pregnancy CG at the end here of all the girls. Bro, that's only in dojins, alright?
ありますよね、その需要。私、ずーっと思ってたんです。つまりそれは、新しい、日の本の動脈となるような、鉄道路線を作るということかい？
そうだな。言うならば、新幹線鉄道だ。
Fuck off, bro! Did you... are not telling me that the fucking game has made Shinkansen canonical through fucking Sotetsu.
新幹線鉄道。
新幹線。新幹線。すっごくいいです。素敵ですよ。
We all nod to Reina. I couldn't choose any one person, but I think we've joined together as one. Or perhaps because I didn't choose anyone.
ならば、僕と一緒に来てくれ。新幹線を走らせる。そのための新しいレールの上に。
I know we can do it, as long as these 9 shining stars are with me. In the end, I'm sure I can build a happy home. The whole fucking purpose of this route was so that the concept of bullet trains is introduced to this fucking game. Fuck you! Bro! That was the grand route. Shinkansen. My fucking god. I guess I can talk about my overall opinions on this game, my overall feelings. It was good. It was very good, right? So what game after this? Dexter, I've said it multiple times. I'm not gonna say it again if you didn't remember. But yes, you know, the openings of the main girls were great, right? I wouldn't have minded if they had CG. I mean, if they had openings for the other side characters like they do with the endings. But it kind of makes sense considering that all of them only have 1 CG, except Rena's route, which has 2. But that's a kind of the outlier. I mean, the rankings of the main girls is kind of my feelings on the my feelings when it comes to the routes, except for Nagi and Fukami's, which I think is better than Kisaki's. I think Kisaki's route is probably my least favorite. It's still good, right? But yeah. But yeah. Also, I guess this is the CG that will show up on the title screen. So I think this will be the thumbnail for the last VOD, I guess. But yeah. It does make me curious about the second game, right? Especially since the second game has hate scenes with multiple characters, and by multiple I mean more than one, more than 2. I mean, right? But yeah. Other than that, Master Magistrate is going to be a wild ride story-wise. I mean, if it's comparable to Ace Attorney, I would hope so. But yeah. You know, you've got threesomes with Nagi and Fukami. You've got threesomes with Hachiroku and Reina. You got threesomes with Hibiki and Makuda. You got threesomes with Hibiki and Kisaki. There's some new characters that I don't know about, and I guess I will never know about because the second game has not been translated. And there is a good reason for that. Other than the fact that I don't think this game is that popular, right? It's got a cult following. I will say that. But considering that there's only 327 reviews on Maitetsu. Yeah. And considering that the second game is 90 plus hours long, that's a lot of translation that they have to do. But machine translation. Yeah, that's the other thing. I could do what I planned on doing with Irihika, which is using Luna. But yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that with Irihika. I'll think about it. But either way, that was all of Maitetsu. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. There's my last. Well, it should be my last achievement. Of get everyone to like you, but for some fucking reason, for some reason, get Nagi to like you is not an achievement that I have. But oh, here's the funny part, right? Okay, we finally got backgrounds, and shit. But here's the weird part, right? Is the fact that not only this game, but also Amazing Grace, both games have 18 plus versions of them, right? But they don't have the fucking... They don't have the warning, right? They don't have the warning at the start of the game being like, oh, this is an 18 plus game and shit like that, right? Somehow, I don't know how they got away with doing that, especially for this game where they're in the fucking bathhouse like a lot of the time. It's not like a one-off thing. They're in the bathhouse, right? They're in fucking towels and shit. A lot of times. Unfortunately, Makota's the only character out of these 8. It should be 8, not fucking... Maitetsu was decently popular as well. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Was it popular enough to get a second... to translate the second game? I don't think so. Maybe she does have a towel look. Let's see. Alright, how would I do this? View art, I guess. There's Michiko. Okay. Makoto. There it is. She does have a towel version, right? Yeah, they all do. But, you know, Michiko doesn't, unfortunate. Who would have guessed? Yeah. There's Urakami. There's Nidoku. Wait a minute. And then all of the backgrounds and shit. Yeah. What, you know, Makoto does have a towel sprite, but I don't think we've ever seen it. In game, right? I don't remember. Check for Nidoku and Michiko outfits. Why do you think I was... Why do you think I went to them? They both... You saw Nidoku and Michiko's only outfits. Nidoku only has the towel and operation body, and Michiko only has this. Right? Where's the fucking... the fucking hot springs. Here it is. There you go. My dream. My dream. What is specials? You got head. Yeah, I want head from her. What? I thought you didn't press the arrow. Of course I pressed the arrow. Why do you think Niroku's outfit changed from from fucking bandage to operation body? Wild. Yikes, that is horrific. That's horrifying. But either way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Dexter, get that fucking bot out of my fucking... Get him out! If you did, a follow would be appreciated. And if you want to support me even further, you could always subscribe. But, yeah. The UI changed. I mean, I think the UI changed because this guy has been flagged by Twitch. Or are you talking about the mod view? Because it looks the same for me. But either way, well, if you're watching on YouTube, the next game I'll be playing is going to be Master Magistrate, and for people watching on Twitch, the next game I will hopefully be finishing Amazing Grace. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. And I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye. And when it comes to when it comes to the H scenes, we'll get there when we get there. YouTube series next. What? No? Master Magistrate? What? Yeah. Bye-bye.